This week on Face Off Hockey Show, Ish is going down in Philly. Ish is really going down more so in Ottawa. And Tom Wilson is the savior of the Washington Capitals. Print it! It's Face Off Hockey Show right now.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
breakaway. Big shooting
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it not? Oh, yes!
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. That's Face Off Hockey Show. I'm still eating my dinner.
That was nice work, actually. No one could see it. But
Yeah.
I could.
Turn the mic off so they can't really see the thing. I also went out drinking this way. I had a little day drinking, as the kids like to call it.
I think there's a country song about that.
There is. I don't know who it's by. I think they use it for a Twisted Tea commercial.
Probably.
All right, breaking news. We've got
Okay.
breaking news.
We're going right in.
Going right in. The Maryland Black Bears will host their teddy bear toss December 1st.
I'll be there.
I will be there. Say hi to him.
I got a teddy bear.
He'll be the one holding the camera. They will be wearing. Let me double check this. Yes, they will be wearing this hot fire like Dylon in the Dave Chappelle sketch. He spits hot fire. They'll be wearing these jerseys. I'm about to bring to you on Scotty's screen share. So if you're not on YouTube, search it out. I've nutted all over this. Kind of gross to say. I didn't, but theoretically, maybe, literally. They're going to be wearing these jerseys.
Wow.
These jerseys with these socks on Saturday night.
Can I get this?
They will be up for auction after the game.
All right.
So,
well, shit. Maybe I'll get an authentic. Maybe I'll get an authentic jersey out of this.
Got the ties of the collar. It's got
I mean,
all
that is
Merlin.
beautiful.
Everything.
That's like it's like a cream jersey as well, so that the white on the Maryland flag stands out.
Yeah. This is
that is hot.
This is hot fire.
I might have to see if I can get it one of those on the auction. I'm gonna need information about this auction.
I think it's at the actual rink, or it could be. Stay tuned for details on this Saturday's auction. So it's going to be at the game.
Oh, geez, that's even worse.
It's probably a situation like jerseys off the player's back kind of situation.
I'm gonna have to bring cash, aren't I?
You might have to bring straight cash. They might have the square there. You can do the square.
They do have the square there. I've seen.
Well,
it.
then I think you can pay with the square, as long as they have a square to spare. Yeah, this came across my feed.
Unless Circle gets the square.
That's true. 2 hours ago, this broke, and I'm already just like, well, I've got to find a flight. I need to
try to get one. I'm gonna fly in myself.
I'm gonna fly in, and I am going to make this my own. No, but these are just beautiful. These are wonderful. Although I don't think it's cream color because the lighting here makes it look more white. It could be the lighting in the other one.
All right, maybe it's just lighting. Maybe it's just a shitty
Still,
picture.
though, that red pops nicely.
It does. It does.
It's
wow.
got the Black Bears logo on the left shoulder, the NAHL logo on the right shoulder, and then the hot fire socks.
Maryland right down the. Wow.
This is
I'm definitely going to be there to get pictures of this at the very least.
Oh, absolutely. If nothing else, the pictures will tell you.
That's just amazing. That's everything we wanted out of Maryland Black Bears jersey.
Yeah, I couldn't care what the team is now. Someone asked, are these going to be the alternate jerseys? I'm like, yeah, why not?
Just make it the home jersey.
That's true. You're not wrong.
Why are we having alternates at this point? That
exactly.
wins.
Why are we arguing this when this should be the home jersey?
And the black one and the red one is the. Ooh, what if they had a black one for away?
Ooh, how about a red and black one? We do the 3 colors. We're all in.
I'm in. I'm in on the red. Definitely. I'm in on a black with the Black Bears logo, and I'm in on this being their home jersey.
Perfect. We've done it. We figured it out for you, Murray. So
Come on, Murray. Make it happen, baby.
go to Piney Orchard Saturday night, 7:45 Eastern puck drop against the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights. You can bid on these hot fire jerseys. This is not an ad. We're not getting paid for this.
We aren't, but they're good friends of the show.
They're friends of the show, and these are just tremendous. These are too tremendous not to pass up.
I'm definitely getting cash to take to the game
Hell
now.
yeah. Hell, just get a stack. Just get a stack of $1,000 and just throw it on the table and just like, I want one. And then there you go.
I haven't saved up. I spent all it on the Caps game last year.
That's true. Stanley Cup, and now I got to deal with this.
This is going to be if there's one in a good price range, that seems like birthday present to myself. And by birthday present, I mean birthday in 6 months.
Yeah. Although again, I will bring this up, and I've noticed this. I noticed this right here. Flag's upside down. The flag's up. The black's not at the top here. It's upside down.
It's upside down everywhere on the jersey, though.
That's true.
Like, let's look at the back.
Yeah, it's upside down across the jersey.
Oh, maybe I'm not going to spend as much money on it now.
Yeah, maybe you won't want to spend it on.
I mean, I'll probably still spend money on it.
If it's reasonable. If you get one for $200, why not?
Yeah, I agree. That's about tops. And I mean, this is for charity, if I remember correctly, as well.
I'm assuming yes. There's not been many details on it, but it looks like it's for charity.
Well, they said that everything from the Chuck-a-Puck and the Bears tossing is going to the same charity.
Oh yes, the Bears. The Bear.
So I'm assuming that this is going to the same charity.
I hope so.
I mean, that's the bare necessities of it, right?
There it is. Look at you. Let's see if we can get a detail on there. So yeah, that's I had to bring up those jerseys. My God, that's pretty fantastic. Yeah, nothing really to say about that. So they're taking on Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Hopefully they can get back in the win column. I think they're lost 5 or 6 straight now. They've only scored 6 goals in the last 6 games or last 5 games. Hasn't been great for the Black Bears.
Maybe that's part of it. Maybe the Black Bears are like, okay, we know we haven't been playing well, but if we come out in these psychedelic jerseys, maybe that'll
maybe that'll trip some of these guys out.
Trip some people up. Next is like camouflage, but it's like white camouflage.
It's just the Baltimore City flag, and it's just the red and black checkered everywhere.
Yeah, there you go.
Looks like a freaking soccer jersey from the early 90s. All right. So we know what's happening this weekend.
I like that. Wow.
What happened past weekend for you, sir?
Oh, Oh, apparently my breathing is getting back to normal. I don't know if I brought this back up. I've been taking spice called turmeric.
Oh, okay.
I was taking it once a day for like 6 months, and the things that grow in my nose that makes my nose all stuffed up, they're not growing as much. So now I've upped it to 2 times a day, just because 2 is better than 1, right?
That's true.
And
not
it's
wrong.
just a spice. It's not like I'm going to screw myself up.
Right.
But this means that I might not have to go back on the steroids.
It could give you a little bit of the agita and a little bit of an ulcer. Spice does that to people.
Maybe. I mean, one of the Spice Girls, I'm sure, has caused ulcers.
Oh, sure.
Probably Sporty Spice.
I was gonna say Posh because she seems a little upscale.
Yeah, but I mean, she's married to upscale.
That's true. Maybe Baby Spice then.
Baby Spice. I wonder if she ever grew up.
For the legal ramifications, we hope so.
Well, I mean, the boys are still waiting to be men, right?
It's true. DVD.
The East Coast family. So yeah, that's pretty much it, really. I didn't really do a whole lot. Yeah, I didn't really have a whole lot going on. After was last week Thanksgiving?
Last Thursday, like 6 days ago,
Yeah,
as we
so
record this.
after Thanksgiving, we went and did this Thanksgiving things. I think we listened to Baby Shark like 45 times.
Of course.
Um,
And that
the
was
kid
just the
loves
club.
it. The kid
Oh.
loves it. I mean, it's insane how much this kid starts dancing when Baby Shark comes on. It gets stuck in my head for like a week though. Afterwards, it's like the Macarena all over again.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I went to work. I worked on Friday.
And
So
it was me too, but I bet it was quiet as hell.
yeah, it was quiet. I left early. I left at like 1. And then came home, and I don't even remember. I might have. Oh, I did the turkey trot. I didn't talk about the turkey trot.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did this run that you haven't run in like 7 years.
We ran a turkey trot on Thanksgiving morning. It was 28 degrees.
That's not
I
well
had-
for here. That's not terrible.
right. Yeah. Agreed. But for somebody who's not supposed to run in the cold, 28 degrees isn't great. So I had some pants, like warm up top, soccer warm up top, some Under Armour tights, and Under Armour top, and like a running mask. You know, like it covers your like mouth and such. So not too bad. I got through like a mile and a half running with Death and Hittner, and or no, sorry, Hittner was gone. He took off. He finished in like 20 minutes.
No, it sounds right.
I was running with Death and Kirby, and I got
That's a better team.
yes, yeah. And we were running as a threesome. People were just talking and whatnot, and I reached probably about a mile and a half into it, and I go, "All right, boys, I'll see you at the end." And they're like, "Wait, what?" And I go, "I'm done."
All right,
so I
guys, I'll see you there.
started walking and then running and walking and running and doing some stuff, and I finished in 31 minutes.
That's not terrible.
It was 10-minute miles effectively, like 10:04, I think, or something like that. So kind of respectable. I didn't die, which is always a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I've made it. I'm probably gonna have to do it again next year now because I didn't die. But I was sore for like 3 days straight after that.
I bet, dude.
I was like, wow,
Jesus.
the lack of running is caught up. And to think I was refereeing Division I soccer games at this time last year.
Oh man, that's fantastic. Oh, it's good. Good time. Good time had by all.
Yeah. It was good. And then Baby Shark hit.
Of course, as it always does. Well then,
What about your week?
meh. Mostly work. We did a little Thanksgiving deal. Think Thanksgiving. I work Thanksgiving Day, which was quiet as all hell. And then McCall and I went back to her boyfriend's parents' house, and then we just hung out for a bit there. I came back home. Jen had dinner ready, and then just worked all weekend.
That's funny.
Yeah, so weird.
We went back. We hung out for a while. I came home.
Yeah,
Jen had dinner.
yeah. She didn't work. She was fine, and she understands that the drinking time needs to happen.
That's good.
So yeah. And then today we're starting our year-end inventory, which mwah.
Yuck, really?
Yeah.
That's awful.
We did at South Campus today, and then main campus is on Saturday. So our elite people went down to the South Campus because it is a high structural, a lot of implants down there.
Oh,
So it's
expensive.
myself, McCall, and a couple other of our 4 horsemen of the Central Sterile Unit doing some counts. And then we went out, got done at 1, went out drinking. So a little day drinking, and I got a Christmas card from McCall and the boys. McCall and the St. Cloud State Husky boys. Some of them.
Look at that.
There, look at them. The thing is though. So, First off,
McCall's kind of tall though, right? She looks
She's
very small in that picture.
well, I think John's standing on steps.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta bring up my own photo thing here because I gotta see how it is. So McCall's the one with the gray hair.
Okay, McCall is the female.
Yeah, McCall's the female. Her boyfriend John Lazat is on the top part there. On the bottom here in the Santa garb is Mika. I don't know his last name. I really have to look up the St. Cloud State roster. All these guys are on the St. Cloud State team. And then the top one is Jim Schultz, who's like one of the top. I think he could be in little Hobie Baker talk. I doubt it though, but he's a top defenseman in the NCHC.
This would be great if you had this Christmas card and they're all like NHLers at some point.
Oh no, the back's even better. So then there's this is like not the worst part. So then there's that, and that's cool. And then Clark up here on the top shelf behind Mika. The best part is the back, in which this is their summer garb of the four boys who are in the picture. Just gay carpenters,
God.
just straight gay carpenters. It was brought up by our buddy Kyle. It's Dexy's Midnight Runner. It's Dexy's Midnight Runner, and Come On Eileen.
Wow.
So that's nice of them. They do a Christmas card every year, and it's
good.
Good stuff. Fun. Yeah, St. Cloud State hockey roster. I should put men's hockey because they do have a women's team. All right. Let's see who the names we got here, and if they actually belong to anybody. Belong to anybody. If their things are. So John Lazat, he played for Minot. Interesting. Jimmy Schultz, who's the captain, played for Omaha in the USHL. Mika Ivanen, who's a defenseman, he's a senior, played for Espoo in Finland. Where's Clark? Clark Custer. That's a name. Clark Custer, who's a senior. So there you go.
Colonel Clark Custer.
Oh, that'd be great. That's the hill he'll die on. So there you go. Good time had by all. Yeah, it's pretty much work. As we get ready, December's almost here. My God. Who'd have thunk it, Johnny?
It is.
Yeah.
December comes after Thanksgiving.
What?
Yeah. Every year.
No. What?
Pretty certain it was last year, right around this time.
You sure?
I mean, I'm just going with the way that the sun works.
Okay, I fucked it up. So the guy in the I Love Beer one, that's Clark. And the other guy behind Mika is Jimmy.
Oh.
Oops. Look at me caring. So let us hit some music, Johnny.
Sure. Let's get this up a little and pull up Gmail because that's where I still have it.
Oh yeah. Who's down and out with some blues? Maybe some black and brew. You're goddamn right. It's the Face Off Hockey Show injury reports. By the way, it should be mentioned that Jimmy Schultz has been a lot of teams want him. So I'll have this picture of him just in a weird costume for my entire life. So I'm glad of that.
Perfect. Yeah.
I gotta
That
put my
won't be blackmail at some time.
No, because he's white.
Wow.
Zing. All right, so some injuries. Kyle Turris, undisclosed injuries. He's put on the IR. Patrick Hornquist, he's dealing with a concussion. He is going to be on the IR, so at least 10 days there. Bobby Lou, injured again. So he is day to day, but aren't we all?
Oh, no.
The knee injury. It's the age and the fact that he's played like 72 games every year for the previous 15 years has really taken its toll. Jaden Swartz, upper body injury. He's been put on the IR. Another goalie who's kind of broken, Matt Murray. Longer term is what we're hearing. And I was having this discussion with Jen this weekend. Is Matt Murray basically Rick DiPietro but with a cup ring?
Huh.
You got to figure he's more injured than he is not. And he has a cup ring because of fantastic thing. But is he really that good?
I mean, I guess if you can't tell if he's good because he doesn't play for an elongated period of time, then maybe, yeah. Maybe we can change it. Maybe we can dub over Rick DiPietro with Matt Murray. And
Matt Murray. Injured!
Yes, I agree. That's the way it should be. I'll cut out the two pieces before and after and just put Matt Murray in the middle. Exactly. And then we'll use that. And we can use that again now.
But we'll have to do it in a computer voice, and then we'll do it that way.
Yeah, I'll use Max Headroom. Maybe there's got to be like a Max Headroom that you can like type something in and it comes out like that. Right?
Like, is Matt Murray injured? And then do
perfect. That's perfect.
Cut it, print it. So yeah, I'm of the opinion that he's Rick DiPietro, but just with a cup ring.
2.0.
Yeah. Successful Rick DiPietro. Alternate reality Rick DiPietro.
So now we have a cool McClure and a successful Rick DiPietro.
Our universe is growing. It's fantastic.
Wow. Now one of us just has to hit $1 million trifecta on horses and we're good to go.
No shit. Michael Stone of the Flames, he's got blood clot issues. He's obviously out indefinitely. Well, Michael Frolik, lower body injury. He's day-to-day, but aren't we all? And Kevin Millar got hit in the puck with a throat this week, and he's out at least 5 weeks.
I think he got hit in the throat with a puck, not got hit in the puck with a throat.
Listen, I've been drinking today.
This is gonna be a great show.
Yeah. So yeah, he's something hit his throat in the thing in the puck.
Okay, well that's good because all I read was throat at least 5 weeks, and I was like, "Ooh, I hope that wasn't a cutting incident."
All right. He did a throat slash gesture, but didn't cut his nails in a long time. He's like, "Oh no,
that hurts." Actually.
Mm-hmm. All right, Patreon pick time. I think. Patreon.com/faceoff hockey show. Is where? Oh, really? You're gonna make me log in again? Really? This is how we're gonna do this? You're gonna do me like this, Patreon? You're gonna do me dirty? Are you? Anyway, I was gonna get the names and everything. I was gonna get the results. I know the results already. I already know those. By the way, T-shirts. I still can't design them. I can't design shit. If you want to design a T-shirt, we'll give you some money and design a T-shirt. Have you get your own T-shirt for you. Holla at your boy. Anyway, and they've convoluted it up so I can't go right to the members. I have to go to like 5 different freaking things.
I've never seen Patreon's page.
It's you're not missing out on anything. Anyway, if you could be missing out on special shows if you're not part of the select tier. So go to patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. Be like Chris, Matthew, Damon, Mark, Trista, Jeff, Kevin, Ethan, Mitch, Brian, Angela, and Sean. They've contributed money, and so can you. Patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. And Johnny, the question this week and the topic this week has to be,
okay,
Ron Hextall fired as the GM of your Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh, wow. That was good.
Took how many? I think 2-3 years, 4 years, middle of 4th year.
I like so Leahy and I made the same joke, but I used the actual quote from Major League.
Okay.
About how Ron Hextall was going to activate himself after all of the goalie woes, and a day later, Ron Hextall gets fired. I was like, "What in the hell?"
Perfect. Look at you go. Look at you.
No one liked it or anything. No one saw my tweet. So
no, I feel
like it was
feel bad. So yeah, he is June 11th, 2012.
This sounded bad too. The write-up wasn't even the write-up was like scorn lover. It wasn't even like, hey, we're gonna go out of this politically correct.
No. Yeah, so sorry, May 7th, 2014, he was named GM. So 4 years, just over 4 years on the job. Look, we say that he got a lot of Holmgren's mess, Paul Holmgren's mess. It's understandable, but he made some moves to kind of get out of that. But the problem is development. Their goaltending development, aside from Carter Hart, has just been
okay.
They've been stung, man.
So what have we figured? What has anyone figured out yet? What the differences of opinion were, or what was it? It was said exactly in a way.
Theoretical differences or ideological differences, maybe.
Because if you want to, if I have money on this, my money is that Paul Holmgren and or Flyers owners said we should bring up Carter Hart now. He's our goalie, and Hextall said if we bring him up now, we're going to destroy the kid. We need to leave him in the AHL for the rest of the season. And they're like, we want him now, and he's like, no. And they're like, all right, you're out.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it all revolves around him.
So philosophical impasse is what it was called.
Right, which effectively means that somebody has a good idea, somebody has a bad idea, and they couldn't figure out which one was good.
Mm-hmm.
And I, like I said, I have a feeling that it revolves completely around Hart being the goalie for the Flyers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely believe that.
I need Sean Leahy to find out for certain.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out where, like, if there's anyone who has.
What if Sean Leahy dressed up like Gritty for Halloween?
Like next year?
Or just now?
Gritty Claus.
Like Gritty Claus. Oh, that's going to occur as well, by the way.
Why hasn't it already?
I mean, Gritty is on fire, right? They interviewed Gritty on Hockey Night in Canada on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was cool too on Saturday with the blue blazers, light blue blazers, and the logo and the such, and all that. So that was cool.
So yeah, basically it's just Ron Hextall not being as forward thinking as Paul Holmgren and Dave Scott, who's the CEO of Comcast Spectacor.
Which is really funny because I had a feeling that Ron Hextall was the person who was saving them from Paul Holmgren.
Right? But, I mean, you can't...
Was the problem that the Flyers made the playoffs like 2 seasons ago and they were like, this is what it should be all the time now?
Yes, I think that's actually probably a big thing.
And I'm pretty certain we talked about it at that time on how that was going to fuck up their future.
And it fucks up a lot of teams' futures. I mean, you look at the Blue Jackets. Like that whole, they had a little spurt there. They still haven't gotten out of the first round, but people got hope, and then things got dashed a little bit. I mean, I think the Avalanche are big. Look at the Avalanche from 2013, and they have that big.
The Oilers right now after they made the playoffs that 1 year,
and they made it past the first round. Like God help us if the Toronto Maple Leafs make it past the first round this year. Are you kidding me? They're already intolerable enough. But if they make it to the second round and then have to worry about re-signing Matthews and Marner and possibly Nylander on top of that, there's gonna be no money left.
I kind of want to see it happen.
I want it happening.
I'm here for the chaos.
I want Nylander to be completely out. I want him to be off the team this year.
I want him to have to sign next year.
Right. He has to wait till the end of the season.
Oh, this is going to be beautiful.
Oh, my God in heaven. So, Austin Matthews
if there's a God, this will occur to the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'd be completely okay if the Maple Leafs could make it to the Eastern Conference Final for all I care. If it grew up their team for the next 6 years.
Oh, I would love it. I would love it. And all because they signed John Tavares to 11 mil.
Beautiful deal. Beautiful.
Great deal. Love it. And I mean, look, the Flyers' goaltending depth is not great.
Well, do they have depth? I mean, the Flyers have goaltending depth like a kiddie pool.
That's right. You're not wrong. So both Brian Elliott and Michael Neuvirth are out. They're starting goaltending right now, and also, oh god, who's the other one who's out? Alex Leon, he's out. So
yeah.
Calvin Pickard and Anthony Stolarz are your goaltending tandem right now.
Pickard got lit up on Saturday.
Pickard got Stolarz they broke down yesterday and I think lost to Ottawa after Matt Duchene. Matt, by the way, that goal Matt Duchene had Tuesday night against the Flyers, that's a thing of beauty because he hit that from the dot.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, backhand slap single.
Oh,
to the top shelf and beating Stolarz. Like he shot it, it rebounded up in the air. He's at the glove side circle of Stolarz, who's a left-handed catch, and then literally backhands it like a slap single into the net, 4-3 for a go-ahead goal.
wow!
So, little Ichiro action there.
Yeah, Ichiro would love it.
Ichiro. And Carter Hart is the one guy who is there, but do you want to rush Carter Hart because you're losing now?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Ron Hextall was like, I was a goalie in this league. Guys, remember me? Remember me? Ron Hextall.
My number's up there, guys.
I played goalie for the Flyers for a really, really really, really long time for this team.
He scored more goals than a lot of players in the NHL.
That's true.
Right.
Had careers that
Perfect
weren't goalies.
timing.
Yes.
Timing to have you in, sir.
But if anyone knows when a goalie should be coming up to the professional ranks, I'm going to lean on Ron Hextall to be that guy.
I will err on the side of Ron Hextall. 98. So what? He's 20 years old. First pro season. And here, Emily Kaplan of ESPN did a little expose on him. And I don't know. Here's what it is. Apparently, he's been working with a sports psychologist since he was 10. He's been practicing mindfulness breathing, including 15-minute sessions each morning.
That's what's wrong with sports nowadays.
Well, we've got another Braden Holtby on our hands.
I was about to say, like, he's going for the Braden Holtby school of.
Yeah, he's gonna have to talk to his sports psych guy in Calgary,
right?
Between games,
Mitch Korn's gonna take over the Flyers, and watch out.
He's doing a pretty good job with the Islanders.
It's not doing bad. But they got by the way, can the Caps just do all the videos of them just giving out the rings to guys who don't play there anymore?
It was pretty cool. I think it's over now, right?
That was it. Yeah, they got Jay Beagle.
Get his ring? I haven't seen Gruby get his ring.
They were in Colorado, but I didn't see him get his ring either. Unless they didn't want to.
I saw Beagle and I saw Chason.
Yep.
And I saw the coaches.
Yep.
I don't remember the Gruby video.
Don't remember Gruby, and I don't remember who else left the team. I think we're all.
That's it.
I think we're good. All right. So Carter Hart stats so far this season: 5-4-1, 361, 88-4.
Oh yeah, he's perfect for the Flyers right now.
Right?
Let's bring him up and destroy the kid's confidence perfectly. Yeah, let's make this happen.
Let's do it. Nothing bad here.
Yeah, nothing could go wrong. I don't see anything that could go wrong.
I am definitely erring on the side of Ron Hextall on this one. Even if it was 7-0 with a 1 goals against and a .950 save percentage, I'm like, let's keep him down there for a bit. Let's let him win a Calder Cup. You look at the Caps. You look at the Penguins. A lot of their guys, they developed in the minor leagues and then came up. Let them have that glory in the thing. They look at this show eventually. The great poet, Edgar Allan Poe. He said, "You know what, Mean Gene? The cream always rises to the top." That might have been Randy Savage. Point is this: that if he's good enough, he's going to make the pros anyway. And we all know, we've all talked about goalies taking longer to develop, defensemen taking longer to develop. 5-4-1, 361, 884. That's not an NHL goal. That's barely an AHL goaltender. So, I don't know. Mark, you're the resident goalie here, or were. Be the GM of the Flyers. What say you? Would you want to? And the question is, would you want to be the Flyers GM now, considering that Paul Holmgren is still there, considering you know what they're going to try to pressure you on? I would be scared shitless to try to take that job right now.
I guess it depends on whether you want a future in the NHL or not. Because I mean, I would take that. If somebody was like, "Hey, do you want to be an NHL GM?" I would be like, "Yeah." I don't care where it is or who's my boss. It doesn't matter.
I just assumed Paul Holmgren was going to be their GM,
right? But here's the thing, Mark: is if you get fired from that job, odds are you're probably not going to get another job.
Well, yeah, that's my point. If I was looking, if I needed to have another job in the NHL, I wouldn't want this job.
It's true.
But if it's just be like, yo, remember that time I was an NHL GM? That was pretty cool.
Hey, yo. Time to take a little survey. By the way, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, in games that Carter Hart does not play, 5-2-1. They're 5-2-1 without him playing.
Could this also? Well, you did say this is his first professional year, right? Like,
yes, he is a rookie.
Because there's definitely something to be said also of for being too good for your competition, that you just like get distracted and you don't focus on things because you just don't want to be there.
Right.
Well, okay. But for someone who has had a sports psychologist since 10, you'd think that probably isn't his issue. That he's bored with the competition and can't focus. I would hope not, or else they
he might
get money back.
He might be able to. He might be telling his sports psychologist that he's bored.
So
maybe he's making him do math problems during the game. Who knows?
Let's go goals per game. 4.1 goals for. Goals against for the entire squad who's played in Lehigh Valley. 3.54. So no one's doing really great down there.
Well, never mind.
That's because all their young defensemen are on the Flyers.
I was gonna make a Colorado Coors Field ERA reference there, but I didn't know where to go with that with a hockey.
They're in the Valley, so is their GAA.
Oh.
Hey, Mark, we had Jen and I had a hypothesis earlier, and we pitched it to John, and we're going to pitch it to you.
It's better than a hypotenuse.
It is. Just barely, though. It's more tilted. The Matt Murray's injured again. And we were wondering if he's just not alternate reality Rick DiPietro. A more successful Rick DiPietro.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's won multiple Stanley Cups, so we can't say
one Stanley Cup.
I thought he went back to back. He was on the team for the second one.
The first.
Well, the third one of Crosby's career. I thought he was on the team for one and.
Well, no, he was on one. I don't know. Was he on the 2016 Stanley Cup team? If he was, then yes,
They win back to back. They won back to back.
I don't know if he was on the team though. That was my thing.
What? He won the first one.
That was 2 years ago. You expect me to remember after the Caps won? I fucking who cares?
Yeah, nothing happened before the Caps won.
Right? Caps won.
What were we talking about?
The Adidas deal kicks in. Something? The Adidas deal kicks in. Nothing else matters.
Let's see.
Yeah, Matt Murray was on the team. I apologize. Thank you, Matt.
He won 2 Stanley Cups. DiPietro. He's won infinite more Stanley Cups than Rick DiPietro has.
Sure,
because you can't divide by zero.
You can't divide by zero. Exactly.
If Rick DiPietro had the team that Matt Murray hasn't played more than 50 games in his NHL career. That's amazing.
Now this is an issue.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a DiPietro-esque problem. I think it's a how many concussions has this guy had? I feel like it's a concussion issue. Was that a DiPietro's problem too?
No,
I don't think it was. He just sucked.
Well, now Matt Murray this year Matt Murray has a concussion. He's got a groin injury. He's had a broken ligament in his hand.
So here's the problem, though. Well, ligament in your hand, I guess, is not. That's kind of fluky. But when you have a concussion, you can't do anything. So you're essentially setting your, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you're not training, but you're
Conditioning?
You conditioning. That's the word I was looking for. You're setting it all back to zero. I mean, the whole point of preseason, the whole point of getting these guys ready, the whole point of conditioning stints when they come back off of IR is to get their bodies back in game shape. If you have a hand injury, you can still stay conditioned. If your problem is concussions, I feel like concussions beget other things because you can't do anything when you have a concussion. And when you're cleared from a concussion, you normally don't get 3 weeks to ramp yourself back up into game shape. They usually throw you back out there the week after you're cleared. So I feel like a lot of these guys that come back after concussions get re-injured pretty quickly because they're not in the same condition, conditioning wise that, they should be. I don't know. I feel like Matt, the Penguins, and I'm not blaming the Penguins for this, but I feel like there should be a little bit more of a waiting period before bringing people back after they're cleared from concussions to make sure that they're in game shape. Like in the EPL, for instance, I feel like it takes players weeks to return. But it's a little different in soccer because you can get them like 20 minutes in a game as opposed to putting them out there for all 90 minutes in hockey. And if you're a goalie, it's a little hard to, you're just going to play the third period.
Right.
It's a little hard for that. But easing them back in is probably better. Kuznetsov, for instance, when is he back yet, or when he returns, he's pretty close.
Do they really need him? Tom Wilson's back.
Yeah. I feel like his ice time isn't going to be the same as it was a month ago. They're going to ease him back in because they can. With goaltending, you can't really do that. I don't know. I know that wasn't really a
that's a fair point
thing, but
All right. So would anybody want this Philadelphia job? Going back to the other part of Pennsylvania,
I would. I'll take it.
Mark will take it. Mark, congratulations.
Thank you.
I bet you could I bet you could be the Flyers GM remotely. Like you could live in your house still in Virginia and do this job.
I know how to work a fax machine. I got a printer back there.
So you're good. You're already above Dale Talon, rest his soul. Yeah. Is he dead? I don't think he is.
I have a feeling that we ask if Dale Talon's dead every 2 years.
All right. By the way, Dan Carcillo, speaking of former Flyers, Dan Carcillo opened up this weekend about the hazing incidents that he had to deal with in the OHL.
Oh, he's all sorts of on fire right now, huh?
2 straight weeks of Dan Carcillo.
Right?
What are we doing here?
In a series of tweets over the weekend, Carcillo alleged he was beat with the paddle of a broken goalie stick, locked in a washroom on the team's charter bus with 6 or 7 other rookies as veterans spat through the air vents and urinated in showers, among other incidents.
And that's
Jesus.
I mean that sounds a lot like my first couple weeks at Raytheon. I thought that was normal.
Definitely sounds like St. Joe.
That's so good.
Anyway, so there's that. Patrick Laine won a man $1 million.
Oh, he's good.
So Safeway has a thing up in Canada, Safeway Score and Win. And the thing is, if a player, a person is selected every game before every Canadian team game that participates. So I think it's the Flames, the Oilers, Jets, Senator, wherever there's Safeways. And if a player scores 5 goals in that game, then you win $1 million. Guess what? This man, Patrick Laine, scored 5 goals. He made some dude named Chris a millionaire in Canada. And the best part about it, since it's a lottery, it's tax-free, so he gets straight up $1 million.
$1 million Canadian.
Well, yeah. So
so like 800,000.
It's $750.
which is still good money. I'm not saying it's
Good
not
money.
good money, people.
Good money. So yeah, that's Patrick Laine makes a man. Yep, 3.
I have a feeling that the first purchase I would buy would be an authentic Patrick Laine jersey.
I just buy Patrick Laine. Christopher Haley is the man from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Like,
He'll get-
and I would spend like $500 to get that Patrick Laine jersey framed so that it never like it has the like UV light, UV glass on it and custom framing and everything.
So-
that'd be amazing.
Per the rules, he'll get $50,000 per year for 20 years. That's all. Again, tax free.
That's even better, man. Then you
Right.
can't. I mean, you're guaranteed $50,000 for 20 years. But just don't go to JG Wentworth because he'll rip you off.
They don't
Yeah.
have that up there, so we're good.
It's 877 cash now.
That's true. Also,
Construction settlement.
here's the thing. Here's the
We've
thing.
been watching the NHL Network
I know,
too much.
it's fantastic. And he gets the free healthcare too because he's Canadian. So that's phenomenal. Good for
What's
him.
the average salary up there for like just in
Ooh.
general? I don't know. I could
Canada
look
or
it up.
Manitoba?
I'm gonna look it up in Manitoba.
I'll look up in Canada.
I'm not
So
looking
the average salary in Canada, according to Statistics Canada, the average wage for Canadian employees is currently $952 a week, or just under $50,000 a year.
So Manitoba, the average province of Manitoba salary ranges from approximately $39,000 per year for a finance clerk to $90,000 per year for an attorney. I don't know why they needed to.
Right?
Why do they need to qualify that?
Yeah.
Well, they also have the people who are living off the land in Manitoba.
Yeah, the average province of Manitoba hourly rate ranges from $15 to $40. $15 for a monitor.
Mhm.
Is that flat screen or?
Probably
Mhm.
not for
No.
$15 an hour.
And then $40 for a nurse. So I'm going to go ahead and say that you could easily live off of $50,000 a year in Manitoba untaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And just,
that's like making 75 a year.
you take a part-time job for 24 hours. You're fucking good.
Wow, this is amazing.
At 24 hours a year. That's $50,000 untaxed.
24 hours a year.
24 hours a year.
He doesn't have to pay taxes the rest of his life.
No,
That's $50,000 a year for 20 years.
Fair.
Yeah, it is for 20 years. Sorry.
Okay, first of all, how old is this guy that he's only living for the next 20 years?
Yes.
I caught myself on that one. At least for the next 20 years, he doesn't have to pay tax.
Don't worry, he'll get that. If he gets a part-time job, he can at least keep his pension. So, his Canadian pension.
Oh, wait. You guys get pensions too?
I would just be working still and keeping this money for retirement.
Oh, so fun fact, he's a pastor.
Oh.
Well, he probably prayed to God.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's unfair.
When a longtime pastor of the Brethren Baptist Church,
So his actual salary doesn't get taxed either.
right? And it's 1.1 million, so they added on an extra 100,000. So he said, right now our splurge is going to be we're both going to get new glasses. Oh, that's hilarious. So it's only in Western Canada. So Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, and Winnipeg are given the chance to win. So good for him.
Incredible.
I'm glad that Patrick Laine did this for him.
Congratulations.
Feel good story of the year.
Um.
Take that, Dan Carcillo.
All right. Guess what? I have to.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. I have to update this part.
Sorry.
The Buffalo
I didn't
Sabres
mean
are the
that.
hottest team in hockey right now.
Yeah, they are.
10 straight wins, which is a franchise record.
10.
Jeff Skinner is leading the league, tied for the league lead in goals.
I love that, by the way.
Carter Hutton somehow is fantastic.
Didn't I tell people before the season started that the Buffalo Sabres were going to make the playoffs?
And Jack Eichel quietly has 23 assists and 28 points this season.
That's great. I bought tickets actually to the Caps Sabres game.
That's
So
gonna be a good one.
we're going December 15th, our
And that-
annual Caps Sabres game.
That'll be the two hottest teams because the Caps are hot right now too. Since Tom Wilson has come back in the
there's
lineup.
still 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. The Caps are a late November to late March team.
Correct, yeah.
Tom
I was
Wilson.
talking about the Sabres.
Oh yeah.
No.
Tom Wilson has come back. Caps are 7-1-0. Tom Wilson has 6 goals and it took him like 30 some games to get to that last year.
Well, he is rested.
Yes, that's true. Fresh legs. So good on the. I'm glad that the Sabres and the Hurricanes. I like when these teams are winning because it's fun
And it pisses other people
and
off.
it bugs other people. So good for them. Eugene Melnick suing people. So apparently, the Ottawa Senators' idea for a new downtown arena is coming at a different path because Eugene Melnick is suing the Trinity Group, which is the partner with Melnick in its redevelopment plan of the downtown Ottawa LeBreton Flats. The suit claims a conflict of interest which caused the venture for a new arena to fail. The lawsuit is for $700 million. The Senators and Trinity Group told the NCC, the National Capital Commission, they have not been able to resolve their internal partnership issues during a public meeting on Thursday. And Eugene Melnick is saying that they're taking confidential information and trying to insider trade to get this thing for themselves rather than work with the Ottawa Senators.
Okay. I mean, don't they need the Senators to make any of this money? That
Not
doesn't
really.
make sense to me.
Because they could just build this up as like a downtown mall area with condos and shit. And
Yeah, why would they need it? All they need is Glenn Anderson. He'll make them more
Right.
money.
double split the threes.
Three
Why?
times.
Yeah, 3 times.
Or do the are the Rough Riders going to play there?
The Red Blacks, sir.
Oh, my fault.
The Ottawa Red Blacks, who lost.
It was
who
an
lost the
educated
Grey Cup
guess.
this weekend.
It was an educated guess. I had to.
They lost to the Calgary Stampeders this weekend in the Grey Cup. So
Brutal.
yep, pretty shitty. So yeah, Melnick and them doing a great job. They're doing a great job. out there.
Perfect.
Just
When
we
you
hear-
thought Ottawa couldn't become a shittier
no
place to
shit.
hockey.
Did we hear about this anonymously from an Uber driver?
he actually he tape recorded it. He actually had a
No,
a
it was
cassette
Eugene
tape.
Melnick. He was actually the Uber
He was
driver.
the Uber driver.
He's trying to raise money for the new arena.
Yeah.
God, this is like the third or fourth straight week we've had Ottawa Senators drama. This is crazy. 2 straight weeks of Dan Carcillo, 4 weeks of Senators drama.
So the Senators release says this. The two companies were not able to finalize a master development agreement that would have resulted in construction of a new sports and entertainment arena, as well as a mix of residential, retail, commercial, and hotel properties in Ottawa's downtown core. A number of breaches, all arising out of a conflict of interest, directly resulted in the failure of this partnership.
Wow.
That's heavy.
That is aggressive too. Yeah.
That's a little aggressive.
How do you say that all of the breaches came from this?
You're right.
I mean, we've already seen breaches from Ubers.
Right. Oh, man. The Ottawa Arena drama. Don't you dare miss it.
God, this is going to be so good. This may, at some point, I have a feeling. I have a feeling that that the Coyotes have started to try to sweep things under the rug, and the Senators are now going to be the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
No, the Coyotes will come back just
That's
when you
true.
least expect it.
That's true. Actually, you're right.
Coyotes would be like, oh, hell nah, and then jump back to it. Rest in peace, Nick. To Mick Magoo, 64 years old, suffered a stroke on the weekend, and they took him off life support a few days after. 1,083 regular season games refereed, 63 playoff games from 1987 to 2008. One of the last referees to officiate without a helmet, and was worked 21 seasons there, and was officiating supervisor of the NHL for some time. So that sucks. One of the old guards going down.
Yep.
So there's that. Oh, I didn't mention this. I got some swag this week from the eBay. First off, I the other stuff's in Jen's room because I actually got it for Jen. First off, I got this. So I got all this stuff totaled under $15 total. Here we go. So this I got a stack of 8 of these of Baltimore Skipjacks, Roy Rogers cups.
Ah,
That's beautiful.
Roy Rogers and the Baltimore Skipjacks, a winning combination.
And
So
it's
I
a capital skipjacks too.
Exactly. I got 8 of these for. I think this lot was $1.50. Because
That's a
thrifty.
big lot.
Yeah. Big lots. Hashtag big lots. And then where's the other stuff? And the other stuff I actually got. This was pretty cool. So go to Scotty screen share, and then we'll have to show Mark the thing that we. And when Lyle comes, I want to show them the thing that we saw, Johnny.
we can do it at the same time.
Yeah, it's gross.
Ooh,
So I got a 1999 Atlanta Thrashers player pictorial.
Who's pictorial?
Player. I don't know. All of them. Then I got the Wayne Gretzky Sports Superstar comic.
oh god, that's frightening. That does not look like him
His
at all.
forehead is huge.
Right? That hair.
The quaff.
Very quaff. That Kings logo is not sanctioned. And there's Yankee hockey, which is northeastern. So it's like the northeast area, Boston mainly. Little program / magazine deal. Then, of course, the cups. And then these photos here. Got Gretzky, got Billy Smith. This is from like the 82 or 83 Cup final. And then that's another one. There's one of Bobby Orr in the 70s. And these are actually old school United Press. So these are actually originals with the caption taped to it and a stamp from the United Press International.
Wow, that's super
on
cool.
there. I think that was $2.50. So that is the ish right there. That ish is bananas. BANANAS. So that's what we have going on there.
Now, do you have an alert set up on eBay for stuff, or do you just casually look at things every now and then?
There's a couple things I have an alert for. The guy that I got this from, he's one of the buyers that I get from because he's got a lot of really off the wall shit.
So you've got a guy.
I got a guy. He's in Linthicum, I think. So I got a guy, and then I have
The
set up.
irony of you buying stuff from eBay from a guy from Linthicum is insane.
I know, right? I could just have you pick them up, but the shipping's better, I think. So and then
I'll just keep them here until you show
Right.
up at my house.
I can't carry that much shit back. I'll need another carry-on or a check bag. I also have set up Oyo for an alert. Baltimore Skipjacks, Baltimore Bandits, Chesapeake Icebreakers, all as an alert for the eBay daily.
John, do you still have the first run Oyos that I bought you?
Yes,
That's
in the box.
box.
Now that they're no longer being made, I feel like they're gonna skyrocket in value.
Right?
I
Yeah.
still have a John Harkes MLS starting lineup from 1996.
Wow. Deep cut. Oh, anyway, speaking of deep cuts, Lyle Richardson's here. I don't know what that meant. Lyle, how you doing?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Great.
Happy post Thanksgiving hangover. What?
Yeah, happy Kwanzaa to you too. Let's cut to the quick. We broke this news at the beginning of the show. We will break it once again for the people in the second hour. And Lyle's gone.
And Lyle's gone.
And Lyle's gone.
He started shaking his hand, and then
And
he
he's
fell
out.
out.
He's
That
gone.
is the deepest.
There he is. All right, he's back in. Here he is. He's
I don't
back.
know what happened there, guys?
I don't know either.
Seriously, didn't touch shit. I don't know.
Mark made a first cut as the deepest drop, so you fell out, and then he came back in. So
Oh, okay. Well,
We-
see that'll show you. See, Mark, Google
Yeah.
Hangouts do not like bad puns. Sorry.
No, they don't. I mean,
Uh,
we'd have been off the air years ago.
That was
That was true. Why are any of these?
that was like seriously weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, the hell? Like this doesn't Lyle randomly like
Well,
oh,
Lyle, you are
hangouts are torn.
having
you
a
are
seniors
doing
moment.
you are doing the show from a 1994 cell phone. So
Yes, I am.
calls drop.
What?
Call-
Can
All right,
you hear me now?
we broke this top of the hour of the show, and we're going to break it again this hour. The Maryland Black Bears, December 1st, their teddy bear toss game at the Piney Orchard Ice Arena, aka the Den.
Den.
So they decided, it's a special time of year. Teddy Bear Toss always special. Let's bust out some special jerseys. These are the jerseys they will be busting out.
They are fantastic.
They will be busting out these Maryland jerseys.
I love
the
them.
front, the back, and of course, the socks.
There you go.
You need the socks.
There you go.
Problem is,
The socks don't even have the flag on
no,
it right.
the flags, everything's upside down.
Tell you, the Norwegian curling team has nothing on y'all. That's
Right?
fantastic. That's fantastic.
I still might buy one, Scotty.
I know, it's fine. I wouldn't blame you. I would too.
Are you buying one, Scotty? Come on.
Well, no, these are
Well,
auction.
It's
Oh,
auction.
they're oh,
We
I'm
have to-
sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm going to show up with a bag full of cash on Saturday night.
With the dollar symbol marked on the side of the bag.
yeah.
Here, take
The
my
pro-
money.
The problem is, Johnny, is that the only one that I think will fit me is Benjamin Beck's. Like that could
That
be
would
the
fit
only
you,
jersey that
yeah.
fits me.
Yeah, but that one might not go for a whole lot.
Right, that's true.
If they've made it up and he's not wearing it anymore,
I'll wear it. I'll hang it up proudly.
I mean, the one that would fit me is probably
Matteo Menotti?
Matteo Menotti's, and that's
Or-
going to go for a lot of money.
Or Patrick Choi.
Or Patrick Choi, yeah, that would work too. Do they have like a 16-year-old on the team? That might fit me.
He is, but he's 6'5".
Well, I got screwed out of that one.
Maybe any of the goalie cuts jerseys, but there you go. They're gonna be wearing that. I'm still waiting for my Maryland. My Black Bears one should be another week away before that the jersey that I ordered gets sent.
Oh, nice.
So I went the authentic customization route.
I
Good boy.
definitely. So I sent Scotty the picture. If I was smart, I would screen share this, but I'm not smart. Shut up! Why are you asking me how I like Yahoo or the YouTube Hangouts? Shut up, computer.
Oh, okay. He's yelling at random guys here, folks.
Lyle, we should know by now he does that anyway.
So I decided that Amazon Prime needed to send me. I'm not recommending Google Chrome. Stop.
Wow, Johnny. Jeez, you're
I
having
just-
problems.
I
It's like you use this
decided-
computer once a week.
We have it's actually the problem is I only use it once a week. So the teddy bear toss is Saturday night along with the jerseys. I decided that if I went to Amazon, I could find a black bear
Cool.
that was a teddy bear, and I'm gonna toss that on the ice.
Yeah.
So that showed up tonight. So I have a black bear. I want to get a picture of Bruno holding it though,
Yeah,
like it's a baby cub.
Hopefully he's not like Gritty and just throws it and beats it up.
That'd be fine too. Actually, let's be honest.
You never think about that, do you? I mean, you never really see any polar bear teddy bears or black bear teddy bears. It's always the brown bears. Why is that?
It's true. Maybe it's racist.
And why are they're teddy bears because of what? Teddy Roosevelt? Is that just
Yes.
is that just a wives' tale?
It might
No.
be.
No, it's the actual.
It's Sean Leahy in the Teddy Roosevelt head.
It's true. Oh man.
But why brown bears? Why are only brown bears teddy bears?
Because it
because
was
it's
a
easy.
brown bear cub that was tied to a tree, and Mr. Roosevelt was asked to shoot at it, and Mr. Roosevelt was horrified at that notion, and because he preferred his game to move. So, and that's the story of Kwanzaa.
He also then fought a bear and wrestled it to a tie.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then,
yes, and killed him at bar when he was only 3.
And
No,
then
that
he
was-
challenged that bear to a race across the Potomac River.
Yes, yes, yes. And then he was tempted by the bear in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
So that was when they were building the Jobbing.com arena. That's a completely
Ah,
different story.
Yes, yes.
My God.
We've gone too far.
Oh, hey, you can never go too far to throw in a Jobbing.com reference.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
that will live forever.
The best. All right. All right, Lyle, we had some things happen this week.
We sure did.
First and foremost, Chicago Blackhawks doing a little shuffling. Dylan Strome, Brendan Perlini going to the Blackhawks, while Nick Schmaltz is going to the Arizona Coyotes. John Shaka said there's a different. I think I'm speaking. I'm not saying this verbatim. I'm paraphrasing it. There's a difference between promise and hope when it comes to players. I believe that was the gist of his line. So is he saying that guys like Strome and Perlini just weren't cutting the mustard? Is that what I'm getting out of that?
I believe you are correct, sir. Once again, you have cut to the quick.
Listen, I'm doing my best. Hey, careful there. You can bleed. Put your hands in some rice.
Yeah. Elevate your hand above your head. Not the bleeding. But yeah. It's also two teams that are, had a couple of young players there that were kind of struggling. On teams that are also struggling. So it's just like kind of following the Edmonton Oilers example from a couple of weeks ago. Except the Oilers and the Rangers swapped two players that really aren't that good. Whereas at least these players, Schmaltz, 52 points last season, 21 goals, struggling a bit this year, but he's at least proven he can score at this level. Strome still has a lot of upside. He's only, I believe, 21. Perlini's 22. He had 17 goals last season, so he's shown some potential as well. So there's a chance that this deal could work out for both teams. But again, it also kind of has that little whiff of desperation about them because there are also two teams in the Western Conference that aren't doing very well right now. If you happen to catch the highlights of that Golden Knights Blackhawks game last night, I believe the first word to describe it starts with ugh. The second word, Lee. Because that's what it was, an 8-3 beatdown of the once mighty Blackhawks. And meanwhile, the Coyotes, supposedly they've been doing everything right. They bring in a respected coach in Rick Tocchet. They convince Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Nicholas Hjalmarsson to re-sign. They got a good kid in Clayton Keller and a whole bunch of other promising young kids. Supposedly they're doing everything right that you would expect. And after, they had a slow start, then they had a 4-week stretch where, it looks like they're coming along. Looks like this is going to be the year. And then the last 2.5 weeks, they've just crapped the bed. So, I think Mr. Shaka Khan is looking for any kind of help he can get right now to see if he can't kind of kickstart things a little bit there for him because things aren't going very good.
The Coyotes are back on the sale block.
It's going to get to the point. They don't get that downtown arena. I don't know how the hell Bettman, despite all the efforts that he's done, which you have to admit, he's done a masterful job of keeping that team there. But at some point, if you don't get a downtown arena, something got to give. And I think you load up those moving vans in the middle of the night and you move to Houston.
I love how we just went from a couple players needing a change of scenery to now an entire team needing a change of scenery.
Houston.
But it's in the broader scheme of things, though, Johnny. It's not really a deviation in the broader scheme of things. As I said, I mean, the Coyotes are struggling, and it's just, again, after making the point that, hey, they're doing everything right that you would expect for them to do, but nothing, butt kiss. So, this isn't going to attract more fans or make your product more popular. And, for a team that's looking to try and build a downtown arena, you're kind of almost in, you're almost in Senators country now.
Ooh. That's a deep cut.
Yeah. That one hurts. That one will leave a mark. Yeah.
Eugene Melnick's just suing everybody. So
my God. What a... Can't that man this leave well enough alone? My God, he is that club's... Who would have thought... Yeah, well, I say who would have thought, but there you go. An owner being his team's worst enemy. Well, not like we've ever seen that before in the NHL.
No, heavens no, Lyle.
Oh my God.
When you look back at all of this, you look back at the Senators, you look back at the Coyotes. Again, I was discussing this just driving around with Jen this week. And Lyle, we want to throw something out to you after we're done making this point about the Coyotes and everything else.
Absolutely. Sure.
Would Jim Balsillie be better off with these teams?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
With Jim Balsillie,
Not now, because Jim Balsillie.
well, not
got-
now, but back in the day. If we
Back in the day.
retrograde this, if we retcon all of this,
Mhm.
if he goes all in,
I will tell you one thing: Jim Balsillie could definitely market shit. He would have marketed the
That's
hell out of the
true.
Coyote.
Oh, of course he would have. Of course he
oh,
would
it's
have.
true. And that new downtown Hamilton arena would look great. The point is
Well,
this:
not that new, but yeah, he could have. But
could have built a new one.
10 years ago, it could have worked.
Sure.
But
If
back then,
BlackBerry was still a
he wasn't
thing.
going for the Coyotes back then, though. Remember, he was going after the Predators.
Predators.
Yeah,
He
and
was
it's a
going after
good.
everyone.
And
Oh, I
it's a
thought he
good
went
thing
after
they
the
did.
Coyotes too.
Well, he was interested at first, and then that kind of got shot down, and then he tried.
A lot like
Okay.
the fans.
Which one did he go after first? Did he go after the Predators or the
I
Coyotes
think
first?
he went after.
It was the Preds, wasn't it?
I think he went after the Preds first, and then came back. Let's
Is
see.
there a
Jim,
timeline on the
I want to
internet
say,
of
is there a
Jim
Jim
Balsillie?
Yeah.
silly timeline?
Yeah, and then came back, and that's when we got to know our most
I hope
favorite
there's a
judge in
flow
the whole
chart
wide world,
like
Renfield
last,
T.
like
Bomb.
last week's.
Yeah.
But I think it was the
Redfield
best-
T Bomb was definitely the Coyotes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's the most
Oh
favorite
no,
judge ever.
we forgot this. The Penguins first.
Right, that's right.
He went
Yes,
after
it
the
was at
Penguins first
05,
in 2006.
Right.
Oh, do you know how much money I would give right now if he was the Penguins
Oh.
owner?
Oh, if he was
Then-
the Penguins owner, that team would have been in Kansas City.
That's
Yeah,
what I
That was
mean.
the talk back then.
so
was
here's the
Kansas
timeline.
City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
October 5th, 2006, Balsillie made a bid to purchase the Penguins franchise for $185 million to Mario Lemuna's partners. December 15th, Balsillie withdrew his bid after receiving notice from the NHL commissioner Gary Bettman and Hall of Famer that the league would negotiate the arena deal on his behalf, and the league also wanted the right to take over the team if necessary.
Mhm.
Ooh.
In
Well,
other words,
obviously
we moving this team out of
Blackberry
Pittsburgh.
collapse. Well, I was going to say, obviously seeing Blackberry's collapse.
Yeah.
Then
he's a Hall of Famer. That's why.
that's true. 6 months later, Balsillie reached a tentative deal to buy the Nashville Predators from Craig Leopold,
Right.
but then he pulled that after the hey go see the Hamilton Predators ad.
Yeah.
2 years later, Balsillie made an offer of $212.5 million to purchase the Phoenix Coyotes after bankruptcy protection.
Yes.
The offer was described as conditional and relocation to Southern Ontario. The request of then owner Jerry Moyes. Balsillie agreed.
Was it just the makeit7.com website?
I don't know. We'll have to look into that.
All right.
Balsillie agreed to be the debtor in possession of financing $17 million to allow the Phoenix Coyotes to operate in advance of restructuring or sale. A few hours later, the NHL, citing a proxy agreement signed by Moyes, removed him from all decision making regarding the future of the Coyotes. On June 15th, 2009, our favorite Judge Redfield T. Bomb rejected Balsillie.
Yes.
September 30th, 2009, Balsillie's bid was again rejected by Judge Baum, who also rejected the NHL's bid. Balsillie's bid was rejected with prejudice, preventing him from making another bid for the Coyotes.
Oh wow, it was like Dikembe Mutombo over there. Redfield was just rejecting. everything.
no.
Being denied. Repeatedly denied.
So shout out to
That's good stuff.
shout out to Wikipedia.
I'm glad that's on the internet.
Oh my God, yes. That gave us a lot of fodder.
How
to
much
talk
did we
about
forget
10
the
years
Penguins?
ago.
Because I think he went on the Penguins airways and was dropping F-bombs.
Actually, if I remember correctly, didn't he also have the BlackBerry with the Penguins logo on it?
Yes,
Yes, he
he did. Yes, he did. Oh
That's
man,
great.
we forget how close that actually was.
Oh,
the
man.
to Kansas City.
If I ever have a time machine, I'm gonna go back and
No, Johnny. They are there
Yes.
forever now. No. And then they got the house that sits.
He's gonna buy
the end of
them.
it.
He's gonna buy the Penguins, and they're gonna move to Kansas City, and they're going to win just enough to not get Sidney Crosby in my alternate universe.
No, it was too late. Remember, that was in 06 that he made the bid. They already had Crosby and
Oh,
Malkin
well.
at that point.
Well, I'll
and
just go
Marc-Andre
2 years
Fleury
earlier.
And
It's
Chris Letang. So
It's my own time machine. I can go whenever the fuck I want.
That's true. He's got a point. Well, he's got a point.
he's the new Doctor Who. Johnny P is Doctor Who.
Oh my God. Oh man. Anyway, Make it 7. I can't find anybody. We'll have to go check out whois.com. Whois.com, always the best. Watch it be Jim Ball silly. It's 7. Was it make it 7.ca?
I think so.
7. Can I at least see who owns it?
This is the random shit that's in my head.
Right?
The stuff I'm supposed to remember, I can't figure out how to remember.
Right, exactly. So it by the way, expires on August 22nd, 2019. Registered. Doesn't say who's registered by. There's no name.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh well.
That's a shame. I can go into archive.net, but we'll go into that in a minute. Lyle, let's talk about some other deals that were made.
Sure.
Including the blockbuster that Chris Weidman's going to Edmonton for a 6th round pick.
Huge deal.
Big deal because we were just like, yeah, no, that'll help the Edmonton Oilers out a lot.
Yeah. Looking, Chiarelli looking for anything right now.
Oh,
help his
Lyle.
team.
Anything is
Anything.
just...
Well, that's like the hiring of Hitchcock last week. I said that had more than the whiff of desperation about it. This is a man trying like hell to hang on to his job. And Chris Weidman, I mean, he was.
Oh, and now there's a Ron Hextall out there.
Oh my!
Oh, baby!
Oh, man.
I hadn't
Daryl
even
Taves.
thought about that. This is going to be awesome.
Oh, yes.
Hexy on the loose. Oh man! And the purge continued today. They fired one of the assistant coaches. They fired the assistant GM, and it's Paul Holmgren. Somebody posted up. I love this on Twitter. Somebody posted up a GIF of here come Vince McMahon doing the strut, saying Paul Holmgren walking back into his old office.
Oh, I'm telling you, Lyle.
He can smell that smell of blockbuster trades and making it rain with rich contracts to unrestricted free agents.
We talked about it. Carter Hart, I don't think is ready for the fucking.
No, he's not. But they want to throw him to the wolves because their goaltending sucks on toast.
We knew it. That was the reason.
And then Johnny had a good point. Who would know more about goalies than a former Philadelphia goalie himself?
But see, this is the thing, though. The problem is they get into the front office, in the Flyers front office, and it's just like this weird force field goes around them, and they can't see good goaltenders, even if they used to be good goaltenders themselves once upon a time. I mean, Bob Clark had Bernie Perron is one of the greatest goaltenders of all time as a teammate, and he couldn't find a decent one. And Ron Hextall, he couldn't find it. Paul Holmgren played for them when they had it, and he couldn't. Unbelievable. On this blind spot. And everybody in their mutt this past summer was going, why are you sticking with Brian Elliott and Michael Neuvirth? They're always broken. They're not going to, they're always broken. What are you doing? And no, I don't think they'll be fine. And no, they're not. They've got, how many goalies did they play so far this year? 5?
Yes.
So they just need 4 more. 4 more for 9 for the season to tie their record. It was 9 in one season, right?
It's, yes.
I believe that's what it was. So
Buffalo Sabres at 13-14, I believe it was.
So if they call up Carter Hart, that's 6. We're only 3 away. Come on. You can do it. It's going to be interesting to see who they hire. At least we know Holmgren's, well, it's so far. We know Holmgren's not going to be the general manager.
Hey,
so far.
Guys, breaking news from almost 10 years ago. Make it 7.ca was Jim Balsilli's baby.
Woo! I told you.
Nailed it.
Got him good.
Oh, man.
Nice one, John.
Thank you.
Those are the I'm looking at 900 CHML News with the Make It 7 rally in Hamilton from 2009.
There it is.
With everyone wearing their fantastic Arizona Coyotes jerseys. My God in heaven.
Oh, my.
The beauty of Jim Balsillie.
I'm pretty sure if I dig deep enough in the archives, I could find us talking about Make It 7.
I'm pretty sure.
And all the old betting balls.
Balls.
Oh, dude, you could just
I'll print out each one of them and bind them together with ribbon myself.
Do it. We'll bind it together. We'll sell it. It'll be great. All right. So Lyle, T-Ball.
Every time he never knew it was coming.
It's weird.
Never knew it was coming.
Well, he's a Hall of Famer. He wasn't. We mentioned this earlier, Johnny or Lyle with Johnny. Jen and I were talking, and I pitched this idea to Johnny. I pitched this idea to Mark. Pitch this to you now.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put it out there. You take it, you leave it, do what you want to do with it. I'm giving you
Okey-dokey.
those.
Okay.
Matt Murray
Hmm?
is just a successful Rick DiPietro. Go.
Is it because he's always injured?
Often injured. Often injured.
So a more successful version of Rick
Rick
DiPietro.
DiPietro.
See, that was
The-
the response all of us have had so far.
The only thing where I would say that that's not the case is because Rick DiPietro was a #1 draft pick, first overall.
Fair.
And Matt Murray was not. Matt Murray
I want to
went,
say third round.
I'll find out here in a second. Yeah, he I don't believe he was ever a first rounder. I
No.
do not believe.
Well, he only had one chance.
Sam I am. Where are we here? He went, you are correct, third round.
Okay.
83rd overall, 2012. So well done you.
What?
But
I'm
yeah.
just saying in the spectrum of everything.
Mm.
Because when we get Rick DiPietro has been given a lot of flack,
The
rightfully
stat
so.
of number of games, though, Scotty, that was amazing when you said that earlier.
Oh yeah, never played over 50 games in his 3 years, and he's
Yeah.
probably not going to make it to 50 games this year.
Oh, he's definitely not going to make it to 50 games this year. I just
So-
don't see it happen.
Something called a Casey to Smith, and
And
Tyson
Tristan
Jerry.
Jerry.
yeah, who apparently is dating one of the reporters here in Grand Forks. It's very bizarre. It's a bizarre situation. I haven't gotten to the bottom of it
How
yet.
How
bizarre.
bizarre.
How bizarre.
Hey, if you want to know the rest, buy the rights.
Blow the dust off that 21-year-old jam.
Yeah, exactly.
I
So
hope,
I'm just-
I
I'm-
hope we get tagged for that.
I
I
hope
do
so,
too.
too.
I do too.
Because their lead singer's dead. Yeah, I don't know. I just Jen and I kind of just thought about that. I think more Jen. She's like, this guy's always injured. He's like DiPietro. I'm like, he's a more successful Dick DiPietro.
It's an interesting premise. It is. It's an interesting idea. Again, I think you got to give him a little more body of work here. I mean, how long was Rick DiPietro in the league? 7 years.
Well, he had
Yeah.
like a 14.5-year contract, right?
Yeah, it had to be beyond his rookie contract, so at least 4
Exactly.
years.
At least
Yeah.
for you.
Okay.
You got it there, Lyle. The Jesus headshot, the best headshot post lockout. That flowing
Oh
hair.
my lord! I know. Yeah.
He played 11
The
seasons.
buddy Christ. He
11
did.
seasons.
Yes.
How many games did he average?
And
Three-
he
318.
played 3 seasons of over 60 games.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Oh,
Consecutively from 05-06 to 07-08.
That was when he
63
was
then
on
the bottom
62
dropped
games,
out.
63 get yes. And
that
then the
was
bottom
when he
dropped
was
out.
on the steroids. He was doping for those 3 years.
And the funny thing is that the next 5 seasons he didn't combine to 63.
Yeah,
So-
his best one was 2010-11. He played 26 games.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a record of 8-14-4. But he actually he did have 2 really good seasons, 05-06, 06-07. He won 30 record of 30-24-5. And 06-07 was his best one, 32-19-9 with a 919 save percentage, 2.58 goals against average. So right now, I don't think you can really make that case yet. Actually, Matt Murray could be on his way to being the next Matt Murray in that regard, because as often as Rick DiPietro got injured, I mean, yeah, as you guys point out, he did play 11 seasons. He hung in the league that long.
Well,
So,
he played parts of 11 seasons.
parts of 11.
Those
So-
last 5.
okay, so we will give him
The first
we'll give him the
2 in the last 5.
we-
You said
yeah,
there were,
we'll,
you said 318 games,
we'll,
right?
we'll give him
Yeah.
from 03-04 to 07-08 because he played 50 or more games in all 4 of those seasons.
So yeah.
yeah.
So-
318. Let's average 65 games a season for a goalie.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
a lot? Is that
Yeah.
too much?
That's about
Say
right.
60. We'll say 60.
60, yeah, long around.
Say 60. That works.
Divided by 60. Oh, that's not right, actually. 318. Not times, you moron. So that's 5.3 seasons he played
Wow.
in actual
That's about
games.
right.
In actual game and in actuality, yeah, he played 4 full seasons that way. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're not far off. You're only
No.
but that's not bad. That's not bad. It's not bad. Not a bad bellwether. But that, of course, is like 20 in his rookie season. 102, he's listed there on the roster, but he played none.
No.
He played 10 games in 02-03, and then 50, 63, 62, 63. And then, as you said so eloquently, then the bottom dropped out. 5 games in 08-09, 8 games in 09-10, 26 in 10-11, 8 in 11-12, and only 3 in 12-13.
It's something that came to my mind. I figured I pitched out. I think we did a little bit of it. We did some stuff with it. We got a good
I don't think he's there yet. I do agree he's you could say definitely say more successful.
He's got two, as Mark pointed out, he has 2 cup rings, not the one that I thought.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But Lyle, the Caps won last year, and everything before that, who gives a shit? Anything
the National Hockey League didn't even start.
Lyle, anything pre-Adidas NHL, I just discount.
Yeah. I've never known an NHL that wasn't 31 teams.
Exactly. It's like Lyle, I am of the Baskin Robbins era of the NHL. 31 flavors. Lyle, can Carl Alzer regain any sort of career? He's not really that much of a specialist, and he's just now got sent down to the Laval Rocket of the AHL, where I think he's going to get the Sheldon Surrey treatment soon and get traded off to another AHL team.
The Hershey Bears.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd say the problem is he's a victim of changing times.
Yep.
It wasn't that long ago. He was a very effective NHL defenseman. He was a shot blocking specialist, a shutdown guy, but he never did. His speed was always an issue, and given how fast the pace has picked up in the last 3 years, he's become a victim of that. So honestly, unless the Habs are willing to pick up half of his salary, and even then, I don't know if there's a market for him. They'll have to throw in a sweetener in there somehow in order to move him. To move his full salary to do send us to the Arizona Coyotes, send us your overpaid, you're washed up, you're all but retired, as long as you package it with a sweet draft pick or a top prospect. Unless they can find something to do that, I think you're looking at a buyout next summer, and that's
a hefty buyout.
That's gonna sting.
5 more season at 32, was it?
Well, next season, if you buy him out for next season, the cap hit for next season would be 1.6. But where you get burnt is the next 2 years, because the second season it's 4.2 million against the cap. Because remember, this thing was front loaded for bonus money and all that shit was in there, and then year 3 it's 2.1, and before it drops down to I think 1.3 mil a season the rest of the way. Because they put the bonus money in there. That was his side of his lockout insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. The good thing for Montreal though is, hey, they got the cap space though. They can bury him and have him ride around in the minors all season long. Hell, they could do it again next year if they wanted. But again, if they could get away with keeping him on the roster for 2 more seasons just to get past that bonus, that bonus laden year, then I don't think it would be a problem. They would have an issue buying him out. But yeah, right now it's like wouldn't be the best. I don't know.
He really should have went with that no move clause instead of the no trade clause.
Yeah. At this point, I don't think he would mind going anywhere if he just to get a chance to play.
Get it out of there. Did he? I guess profit off of the fact that he was teamed up with a guy like John Carlson, who was more offensively inclined. It seemed that he was paired up with someone real good in Washington, and maybe that could have hid the faults, or they complemented each other a little bit better. Could that have been his undoing?
I don't buy that, because if that's the case, well, why didn't you? You could have paired him up with Shea Weber. Yeah. Okay, in Montreal.
Well, when he was available,
you could pair him up with Jeff Petrie. Okay, another really good puck moving defenseman. The simple fact is his lack of foot speed. His speed, he doesn't have the speed to compete anymore because the league has changed. He was never a bad defenseman, during most of his tenure in Washington because the game was played at a different pace. Not saying it was a really, really slow pace. It wasn't, dead puck era pace. Thank God for that. Or he would have been a friggin' Norris candidate if that was the case. But, the pace of the game has just picked up so much. I mean, remember, they were noting that in his final season with the Capitals that he was starting to struggle a bit, trying to contain, more swifter opposition, I believe was the phrasing. And it really came to the fore last season. It was very noticeable last season, but of course, Montreal as a team sucked on toast. So they were hoping that maybe it might work out differently this year. But no, unfortunately, the pace of the game has changed. And for a defenseman like Carl Alsner, there's really not a place for him anymore. Sad to say.
Yeah. I thought he was a good dude. But yeah. If the game passes you by, the game passes you by.
Well,
what do you do?
Exactly.
What are we to look at to the Jimmy Howard to the St. Louis Blues rumors? These popped up just recently. The Blues keeping a keen eye on Jimmy Howard. Obviously, Jake Allen sucks on toast.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. What say you of Jimmy Howard actually leaving Detroit? Who right now going through a little of a slide. And as I said last week, hot garbage.
I disagree.
Nope. Hot garb.
Disagree.
We're in the garb age of the
disagree.
Great Red
There's a
Wings.
team that won almost 9 games in a row. Are you kidding me? Come on. A bit of a slide right now. They're a better team than they were that started the season. They're a better team.
Sure. No, exactly. They're better than heaping trash fire.
Hot garbage. But anyway,
they're hot. They're smoldering garbage.
I will put it to. Well, I'll put it to you this way. Everything that I've heard that's come out of Detroit has indicated that the Wings remain very happy with Jimmy Howard's play, for good reason. Even when they were losing those games, he was still playing very well for them. And apparently, he would be interested in signing a short-term, perhaps a 2-year deal, to remain in Detroit. I think he wants to finish his career with the Red Wings. I think he wants to stay. He wants to finish his career there. So if we're to believe what's coming out of Detroit, then okay, sure, the Blues can look, they can scout him, but unless Ken Holland has had a change of heart and has decided, yeah, I want to move this guy now while his value his trade value's up. I think the Blues could be on a fishing trip where they're going to get nothing because. As I said, all the talk over the past month out of Detroit was Howard would like to stay. The Wings are happy with him. There's talk of a short-term deal there. If that's really the case, then yeah, the Blues can scout him all they want, but they're not going to be able to get him.
What say you of this 10-game winning streak for the Buffalo Sabres?
Good for them. Seriously, good for them. What that organization has been through in the last friggin' 10 years. It's good to see. I don't know how long they'll be able to keep it going because
come on,
Carter
Sabres just make the playoffs.
Okay. I mean, Carter Hutton's okay, but Carter, I don't know. Let me see how he does over a full season as a starter, and then you'll make a believer out of me. And there's still some issues there on that defense. I mean, it's better than it was. I mean, Rasmus Dahlin is playing well for a rookie. He gets better in every game. Ristolainen looks a hell of a lot better than he did a year ago. He's definitely
his defensive game still needs to improve just a little bit.
Are you kidding? He always leads his team in block shots, in hits, in takeaways.
And he needs a better partner out there because his plus
there
minus.
You go. Now that's
his Corsica rating, Lyle. His drop. Air breath per millimeter. On the slap shot of him would stick.
His puck touches, when you get down to it, his puck looks out of line with his puck touches.
We aren't allowed to talk about puck touching on this show. Sorry.
Dan Carcillo's going to write about us.
But I'll tell you, man, is Jeff Skinner ever lighting it up with the Sabres? My God. This is a guy, doesn't he look like a guy who's got the weight of the world off of his shoulders now?
I was going to say he has no weight.
Absolutely.
He's skinny as shit.
But he is just lighting it
it's a thin
up.
joke.
Oh, man. And Yeah, I think Buffalo. If he's willing to stay in Buffalo, they will open the vault to keep him. They won't pay him. They won't pay him more than Jack Eichel, but they'll give him $9 million.
And there is. I wrote a thing today, and they really just have to get rid of Kyle Okposo's contract.
I know, right? That's another one that's tough to move.
And here's the thing, though. Here's how you sweeten that pot. They got 3 first-round picks this year. They got theirs, the Blues, and the Sharks, I think. So you drop a little in the change jar there to $6 million off the books. Put that
if you can do that, yes, you are correct. You are correct, sir.
I had to write about it. I kind of luckily it retained for 24 hours.
Next up, 6-time comedy winner Geechee guy. But yeah, they do. They have three firsties. So yeah, if you really want to get that contract off the books, that'll do it. And which one is it? The Blues one. That one looks more like that could be a top 5 pick. The way things are going right now.
That'd be a tasty dish.
Oh man! If the Blues won the draft, man, is that pick protected? I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. No.
No. So you could but there's conditions. There are conditions.
Of course.
Here we go. If St. Louis's 2019 first-round pick ends up being a top 10 pick, the Blues have the option to keep it and send Buffalo their 2021 instead. If that pick is in the top 10, the Blues are hanging on to that. Sorry to tell you.
Absolutely.
But you do have the you've got that first-round pick.
Yeah.
That they got from the Sharks in the Evander Kane deal, and that one has no conditions. So you could move one of or you could move your. Listen, if they finish in the top 10, can you believe they are first overall in the Eastern Conference? That's just hell in the overall standings right now. I woke up this morning, they're leading the overall standings for heaven's sake.
I thought you were going to say you got yourself a gun.
Oof.
Maybe
I did. Maybe I did.
Myself a gun.
But hey, maybe
that song always comes on my iPod every time, or my.
Well, you're Italian.
iPhone.
It's every time I ingrained in there.
Every time I get to the Delaware Memorial Bridge, it's like it just comes on as soon as I hit the other side of it. I don't know why.
Weird.
You Sopranos.
Odd how that happens.
Anyway. But the Sabres held it. Sabres could package their pick in there because their pick could end up being like bottom 10 at this rate, the way they're going.
Absolutely.
So hey.
But again, we had like I wrote today. We've seen teams go on 10-game winning streaks and then lose 10 games straight.
Yeah.
Hi,
So
Dave Hextall.
let's be careful.
Right. Didn't the Flyers become the first team ever to win 10 games straight and then not make the playoffs?
And then they weren't great. Poor Dave Hextall.
Oh man, that sort of Damocles. Just fire.
It stops the Hextall versus Hextall thing.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, because you know what's going to happen. I mean, as soon as the new GM comes in, we are relieving Dave Hextall of his coaching duties because they're going to want to bring their own person in.
Yep.
I'm saying hi, guys. Really?
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
How's it going, Brittany?
Good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're just doing lovely.
Lovely.
Talking about the Philadelphia Flyers, the Delaware Memorial Bridge.
How's Hudson?
He's asleep. Thank God.
There we go.
Ah.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to bed shortly myself. Yeah. No Baby Shark this evening. Thank God. Lots of dreams about that. It's great. But, what more can a mom ask for? Baby Shark dreams. It's great. So, but I just want to say hi. So, hey, guys.
Hey.
Bye.
I'll give you Mark back.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
There you go, Miss Pitanzo.
Mrs. Pistanzo.
Mrs. with a C.
Yes.
Good night.
All right.
It's nice of her to drop by. Yeah.
That's great. What else we got to talk about here? Trying to think. You got anything? You got anything for about a pastor winning $1 million? That get anything on that?
Yeah.
Pastor,
Good for them.
Yeah.
No, hey, seriously, good for you. You win $1 million. Good luck. Just watch out for all the relatives and friends you never knew you had climbing out of the woodwork.
Lyle, he works for a church. He knows crooked people. He knows them a mile away. He's one of them.
Woo!
And that's tax free, right?
Oh yes.
There it is. See?
Oh yes.
So he gets the 10% from the congregation on top of that for the year? Oh, come on.
That's sweet, sweet money.
That's sweet, sweet tithing.
Mm.
Let's not kid ourselves about
God is definitely on his side.
Obviously. You know, he wore the cloak and everything. Do they wear a cloak? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to Hindus. I don't know.
Oh, something else that I got this week, aside from the sweet, sweet pictures.
Oh,
and
but yes, can I say thank you for sharing those pics, by the way. I love those. They were fantastic.
And it's
Seriously.
awesome because it has the print of the United Press International. So I'm like, well, these are probably one of the original photos.
Yes.
So with the captions on the back of it, and they're in Jen's room right now. But
I love that one of Bobby Orr hanging off.
Oh yeah,
slumped over the net. I mean,
the net, yeah.
Jesus, that's just great.
And the other ones were like from the 82 or 83 Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
So pretty cool times. I also this came in the mail today too, or the other day.
There you go.
My all caps pictorial, including an essay from Tom Wilson and Nick Backstrom.
Together?
Tom Wilson wrote an essay, please.
Lyle 7-1-0 with him back in the lineup. I don't want you to speak ill will of Tom
The
Wilson.
only thing I can think of is Tom Wilson and Nick Backstrom did a essay together. It would be like the beginning of the Orioles Why Not video when they're walking through Super Fresh.
That'd be great. God, we gotta bust that out. If we, you know what, guess what? We can do Patreon. We can Patreon that and do
the
a
Orioles Why Not video.
Watch the Orioles Why Not video.
Then we could do a MSTK.
Yeah, boy.
MST 2K.
We'll send it to Lyle. I bet Lyle's never watched it.
3K.
No.
Jesus.
3K, yeah. Yeah, we'll send that to you, Lyle. And
okay.
You can
I think
you can
it's
watch
on
the
YouTube. I found it on YouTube last year.
You can watch the 1989 Baltimore Orioles Why Not.
But
We watched it every year.
Most of that's just gonna be us quoting it, so we might not want to do that.
It's been forever since I've seen it, and my memory retention, thanks to concussions, is down. So it's like I'm watching it for the first time.
Running Down a Dream came on recently when I was with the Deaths, and I looked at Bailey, and Bailey looked at me, and I go, "Yeah, 1989 Orioles Why Not video," and she just started laughing. Not that we knew that it was a Tom Petty song.
No. Well, she worked for the Orioles for a couple years, so she's ingrained in the why not philosophy.
Right.
I'm sure.
Mark's got a poster,
right?
Yeah,
because of
right
that.
there.
Look at it.
Yeah, we can see it.
It's right there. Here, look.
Oh wow, look at that. There's Frank Robinson.
1989. Why not? It
There's
says story of the
Jeff
year.
Bradley.
I can't read that. Story of the year at the top there. Exciting
Greg
times.
Olson.
Winner of six major awards.
Really?
Yeah, winners of
Can
six
we-
major awards.
can
GM,
we-
GM of the year, Rookie of the year.
Oh, I thought the movie itself.
Oh,
It won in Cannes, guys.
definitely not. Definitely not. But no, GM of the year, Rookie of the year. I forget who Rookie of the year might have been. Greg Olson.
Was it Greg Olson?
Yeah. Yeah. He went out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
true.
go
And then
on.
he actually went on
In
the
a
pitch
blaze of
for
glory.
the Braves, and his catcher was Greg Olson. So Greg Olson with 2 G's was pitching to Greg Olson with 1 G.
Yeah, that was the best. Roland Hemond, by the way, the GM of the
good
year.
old Roland Heeman.
Yeah.
Jay Ballard.
Wow.
I think they probably counted Ripken's Golden Glove. Golden Glove? No, Golden Glove is boxing.
He didn't win Golden Glove. He didn't win a Gold Glove that year.
What? Get out of here.
Nope. It was Tony Fernandez of your Toronto Blue Jays.
Of my Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah.
That's horseshit.
So here we go. Some
Hey.
awards. Wow, you're-
Bad word against
Sorry, lad.
Fernandez.
Sorry, lad.
It looks like it was Rookie of the Year, Manager of the Year with Frank Robinson. No Gold Gloves. Where are the other major awards? Oh, here. No.
Hold on. I'm going to see if
Coach
it
of the
says
year.
it on the poster.
Yeah, go ahead and check on the posters. That was the year Bart Giamatti died. That was weird. I think it was at Ocean City that time.
That was a weird year. I think that was also the year Pete Rose got suspended
yes,
for
it
life.
was.
Yeah.
It was not too. Not too
For life.
long. For life. Fortnite. Oh man, can I just
So it doesn't say it on the poster, but what's funny is it says winners of at least 6 major awards.
At least.
At least.
That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make a damn bit
You
of sense.
should know the amount of awards.
Make
that
it
you win.
let's make it rather vague, shall we?
Yeah.
At least.
So I guess they counted rookie of the year and manager of the year.
Yeah, well, that's those are kind of major awards.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm
probably
guessing
in-house.
nobody won a batting title or
No,
anything like that. Stolen base title, maybe? No.
not even.
That
Alright,
was
let's
Ricky
see.
Henderson in the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Ricky
yeah.
Henderson was
Good
his
point.
prime.
They
Yeah,
had the
no.
most Rifkins of any
So-
team.
So it was the GM of the year, and it was the AP Manager of the Year, and the American League Manager of the Year, and then the American League Rookie of the Year, and then probably the AP Rookie of the Year.
Mm.
So they're just doubling up on awards,
Yeah, makes sense.
and then Cal Ripken in the All Star game.
Sounds about right, actually.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, we stalled enough time, kids. Now it's time
This
to
is
get to
going
the
to
real
be
stuff.
amazing
I
as
need
soon
to-
as I go to haha, fuck
Yeah.
you.
I need to get another beverage for this.
Get a beverage. Well, Mark.
Well,
don't,
wait,
don't-
yes. Let's
we'll
do
do
this
the-
first.
Are we going to do pick 'em first?
let's do the pick 'em first.
All right, pick 'em first.
Last week, there's a guy on here who got 8 Baltimore Skipjacks plastic cups and won the damn thing. It's Scotty Watts. 18 goals for the London Knights. Mark with the C, second with 17, and the Barry Colts. Johnny locked up his team, or Lyle locked up his team in the bathroom and beat it with a goalie stick with the Sarnia Sting. 15 goals, and then Johnny Ottawa 67, last place. This
Man,
week,
this new tactic is all over the place this
Wow, it's erratic as hell, isn't it?
Sean's favorite league, the Kumja.
The Kumjo.
The Kumja is up and ready. And we will start off with Johnny P.
year. All right, well, I'm going to go with the Blainville Boys Bois Armada.
Featuring Herman Menderchuk.
Ha.
I did the math wrong on this one, didn't I? I think I did. Holy shit.
Which league are we doing again? Hold on.
Kumja.
Kumja.
Quebec Major Junior Hockey League.
Exactly. Hi,
Ha, 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 ha.
Lyle, you're up.
Alrighty. As I said, I have to stick with my wrestling team, but I also got to stick with my boys. So I'm picking the Charlottetown Islanders.
The Islanders.
The Islanders.
Yes. Then it's to Mark.
Let's see here. Wow, I've never heard of these people before. Well, one guy I've heard of, Patrick Waugh.
Huh?
There's a guy named Luis Robitaille.
Ooh.
Come on, you're not fooling anybody.
I think it was a former Hershey Bear, Louis Robitaille.
Yeah, Louis. I know. I wanted to make it Luis because
Luis.
it's like
We're also Bears.
the Hispanic
played
Robitaille.
two games for the Washington Capitals. Got 5 penalty minutes.
Pascal Rayom,
That's
one of these coaches.
That's Minon's brother.
But I'm gonna go with the team coached by Gilles Bouchard in the I Am Gold Arena. It's the Ruin Norada Huskies. Ruin Noranda. Whatever the Huskies.
Not going to work here anymore.
The Rayun Noranda Huskies. There you go.
Mark, go ahead and get your drink.
Thank you. Thank you
And
very much.
I'm going to go ahead and pick a team that Muhammad Ali loved. Little known fact. You guys didn't know about it. In his later years, he was a big follower of this team. Big Quebec Junior Hockey League fan.
Oh, I'll just bet.
Muhammad Ali. Oh, I can't even make that joke. It's too disrespectful. The point is this. In his heyday, he knew that this guy was going to coach this team. When he said Rumble, young man Rumble, the Moncton Wildcats and Darren Rumble.
Darren Rumble.
So Moncton, there we go. For the year, Mark's in first, shockingly enough.
How did that happen?
I don't fucking know. 75 goals. Lyle's in second with 68. I'm in third at 64. Johnny's 61st. Very sporadic here.
Very sporadic. All
Yeah,
over.
it's extremely up and down.
You were leading at one point.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, we're fine. Whatever.
Oh yeah.
Things
All
are fine.
right.
This is-
Well, I think now Mark needs to get his ass back here because I got like a good thing. You can hear him. It sounds like he's close. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go for it.
it's fine. Just have a nice little preamble.
So
here's
here's the irony of all
Oh, he's
this.
back. Here he is. He's
So,
right there. He's
so
right
the irony of all of this is that even before the baseball talk,
there. Mhm.
before we just went into the 1989 Orioles Why Not video,
Sure did.
this weekend
Uh-huh.
I came up with the greatest web of haha fuck you that we've ever
Is
had
this a trade tree?
on the show.
Uh-oh.
No,
Oh.
I'll just read the beginning of his Wikipedia page.
Oh, I love this.
It
Oh,
says, at the time of his final game, he was the oldest player in the major leagues and had the most wins, losses, and strikeouts of any Major League Baseball pitcher. That's right. April 17th, 2012 was Jamie Moyer's last win in Major League Baseball. On April 17th, 2012, there were 3 games.
Oh, I love it. Oh, sir.
And because I couldn't figure out which game to choose,
Oh my
I'm
god.
going to use 2 dies that came from the Death Wedding about a year ago. I have a 20-sided die and I have a 10-sided die. And for the sake of our game here, a 0 is a 10. So these are the 3 games we can choose from. If I roll from 1 to 10, we're going with the Florida at New Jersey game.
Oh lord.
2002.
That's disgusting. Why would you do that to us?
11 through 12 is Phoenix at Chicago.
Even worse.
21
No, that's
through
Lyle,
30,
that's 2002 Chicago.
Yeah,
2012.
2012.
Oh.
April 17th.
Yeah, no, that was
2000 God.
2000 Yeah, that was 2002. Yeah, that would suck
Yeah.
on toast. But yeah.
And the 21 through 30 is Nashville at Detroit. So
oh, come on.
here we go.
Give us that last one.
I got a 9 and I got a 5.
That's 14.
Shit.
And that total is 14. That means we're going Phoenix at Chicago.
All right. That's going to be 2012.
Phoenix at Chicago, April 17th, 2012.
Okay, it's
the
not bad.
playoffs.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's
Well,
okay.
Chicago's up.
Right.
Yeah.
What I
Phoenix.
will say though, I will say that we missed out on a Devils Panthers game that had 4 goalies in it.
Oh,
no.
oh, come on. That one would have been fantastic.
So the Nashville Predators, the attendance this night was 20,066, and they played at Joe Louis Arena.
Wait, what?
What? Yeah.
What game are you looking at now?
Oh,
Look
hold
at the
on.
wrong game,
I
bud.
We got the Chicago
Sorry,
game.
Chicago.
Sorry, I had these in the wrong order.
Fucking neutral site game.
Wow, they
the
really threw a
attendance
crowd.
was 21,627, and they played
That's
at the
so-
United Center.
Okay, good.
There we go.
So we got a bunch of people here that I can choose from. I'm gonna put this in edit mode so that I can highlight things.
Nice.
All right, highlighter, and not black. No, I want you in yellow. Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, hey.
So no, damn it. Never mind. Why is this so hard to use? Scotty, you go first.
Jonathan Taves.
Jonathan Taves is on the board.
Start off easy.
And Mark.
This one's going to be a stretch, but I'm going to go with Eric Daze.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow, you're gonna pull your back with that stretch.
Oh.
Eric Daze is not on the list.
It's probably a little too late for
If
him.
this was 2002, then yeah.
Man, yeah, this is 2012. No.
Eric Daze not on the list. Sorry.
Wow. Like, wow.
I mean, you had a layup. You had a layup.
there.
Yeah, I mean, it was
I
concept
had
of
the
time.
layup.
there was a layup in here. I mean, you could have called it like beating a cabbie if you really wanted to. There was
Yeah, I
such
don't
a
care.
layup here.
I'm not in that game.
Oh, way to give it away now.
That's fine.
My
We're gonna
turn.
Go ahead,
And
Lyle.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that easy
Here.
layup you're serving up,
Right.
and I'm gonna say Patrick Kane.
Lyle,
Yes.
or Mark, he double tapped. You're back to 0.
Oh, he's on the
okay.
board. All right, Scotty.
it was Phoenix, right?
Phoenix, Chicago.
2012. Mike Smith.
Mike
one.
Smith is on the board.
Yep.
There it is. One goalie.
I really don't even care how many you guys get. I was
I
just
know,
really
right?
happy that I
Yeah.
wove such a web.
Mark's up.
Brent Seabrook.
Brent
There you
Seabrook,
There we go.
board.
Yep.
Oh,
And I'm going to come up with Duncan Keith.
there it is.
Board.
Of course.
Um, 2012 era Phoenix. Then still Phoenix Coyotes.
Yeah, still Phoenix then.
Oh, Shane Doan. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was gonna be mine.
Yes, board.
It would have been great if he missed this game for some reason.
No, it's not. Ah!
It was Mike Smith a good or a not a good?
It was a good.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oliver Ekman Larson.
Coyotes had
Ooh, that's a good one.
good board.
Yeah, good one.
That was my
Good
next
pull.
one, too.
Yes. Sticking with Chicago.
All right, I'll scroll down to the bottom part of the page.
I'm going to say Nicholas Jalmerson.
Mm.
Yep, superintendent.
Mhm.
Superintendent Jalmerson on the board.
Mhm. I want to pick a goalie, but I know this is the time where they went through every goaltender who won the Stanley Cup, and then they bailed on him.
He was their goalie, actually. You're right. Board.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
How could you forget Fots McDaniels? Jeez.
Exactly. Toots McGillicuddy.
That's better.
No, because he got traded to the Caps and they got. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did. No, he didn't.
You're
Martin
talking
Erat.
yourself out of it.
Martin Erat. Board.
There you go.
Marty Erat.
Wait, hold on. Hold
What?
on. Martin Erat was on the other teams that I called earlier. He was on the Predators.
Oh, was he?
We're in Phoenix
Oh.
and Chicago.
Boo. Boo words.
Boo.
Boo words.
I need
That
to
was
del-
a false
All right.
board.
I need to delete the other pictures. Hold on.
Okay. So I believe it's Mark next, I think.
It is. That's a false board.
My bad.
You're Steve Harvey of this game.
I told you I don't give a shit. Quit. Oh, sorry. I care a lot about this game.
I'm gonna go with Yannick Perreault.
Yannick Perreault.
When in
You would
doubt.
think. You would think
did
that
play for
Yannick
both teams, I
Perreault.
Yeah.
I had to check both teams. He was on neither team though. So
I'm gonna
I
see
did
where he was
definitely
in
check both
2012,
teams
though.
though.
Fun fact: Perot is French for suitcase.
Nice. Interesting.
And Sillinger is English for suitcase.
Yeah, it's
Sure
a brand of
is.
suitcase. Yeah.
So he played last for the Blackhawks in 2008. I was only 4 years away. Only 4.
All right.
Hey, why are you using the internet?
I just looked up Yannick Perreault.
You're
I
cheating.
didn't look anything else up.
All right, fine.
I
Okay.
was looking it up because I said Perot was French for suitcase.
Oh.
He wanted to see if I was lying, and I was. Perot is actually French for face-off master.
Mm.
All right, sticking with Chicago. Ooh, hang on. Oh God. Oh, Patrick Sharp.
Yes, but
Yes.
There it is.
Good one.
Yep.
Good one. I don't know if he was a Philly in this time, but I'm going to say it anyway. Dan Carcillo.
Dan
Good one. I
Carcillo.
think you might be in there.
Dan Carcillo is not on my list.
Yeah, he was probably with Philly
Still
still.
in Philly, yep.
Okay. Oh, yes. Okay.
Hercules, Hercules, Hercules!
Hercules.
So much more fun when you don't have to do it.
I
Right?
know.
How great is this? Mark is up.
This is this
Or you
like
have a
the
girl.
split second that Nikolai Javibulin was on the Blackhawks?
Ooh, that's a good guess.
I mean, he might have, but he didn't play in this game.
Dude, that's a good guess.
Okay. Dave Boland.
Oh,
Dave Bolin on the
Nice one.
board.
Yes, sir.
Nice one.
Now it's gonna start getting hard. That's what she said.
I am going to go with probably wrong. Cristobal away.
Ooh, I like that one.
Not there either.
Damn.
Ah,
God, geez, why are we running out of people so fast here?
I know, right? We hit
And it's
that
only
wall,
six.
don't we?
It's only 6 years ago, and I gave you guys a playoff game.
No.
Yeah, we're chugging along here, and you just hit that wall.
God, what was his name? I keep confusing it. It's not Milan Hajduk who I want to say. It's the other guy that reminds me of Milan Hajduk's name all the time. It's not him.
Oh yeah, I know now.
Yeah,
Me
and
too.
he's on this team, and I don't remember. It's fine. I'll pass, but I'll give. it to
I'll
somebody.
give me the hot tag. Give me the hot tag, Mark. Give me the hot
Got it.
tag.
There you go.
Hot tag. There we go. Marion Hossa.
Yeah,
There it is.
that's the one.
Marion Hossa's on the board.
Yeah. Split that one.
Yeah,
Split
that's
that one.
fine. Alright.
Split that one.
You each get a half point.
Half point each.
Half point in
point
this
each.
scores. Like team score.
Yeah. This is a game where the points are given and the scores don't matter.
Scores don't count.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep hacking at it then. How about a little Corey Crawford love?
Oh, there it is.
I thought it was too
There.
early. In all honesty, I
Yeah,
thought it was
so
too
did
early.
I. That's why I
That
was
was
thinking,
really
oh,
early.
Hugh Happy Boolin. Yeah.
When we're done with this, I want to see if anybody can get the 4 goalies that played in the Florida, New Jersey.
Oh,
game.
I can guarantee you I could probably get 3 of them.
When I saw that, I was like, 4 goalies. I'm in. And I was like,
Jesus,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
my
nice
God.
Man, I am struggling here.
That's because we all know Chicago. We know Chicago teams, but Phoenix is his mystery.
Yeah, but I got nothing on Chicago's depth that year. I mean, we knew. they
No,
were
he's
deep.
not wrong. You kind of named all the depth guys that meant something to the playoffs.
Yeah. And I got definitely got nothing in Arizona that year.
There is no Arizona.
Well,
It's
we know it.
definitely
We know
too-
it.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. This is too early for Max Domi, but screw it, Max Domi.
What?
Why not? Hey, why not? It's fine.
Okay.
He's fine.
You name somebody that played for the Coyotes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
We had to give him that. That used to play for the Coyotes.
he used to play for the Coyotes. I don't know if he was playing for them or not. Chicago. If he was playing for them yet at this point or not. Brian Bickle.
Brian
That's a good
Bickle
one.
is on the board.
Nice.
Yes!
Good one, Miles. Great work. Good work.
Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, now it's starting to get hard here.
I got one. I got one.
Oh,
I
oh,
got
oh,
one.
oh. Okay.
Well, it's. I mean, it's Scotty's turn.
No,
anyway.
Scotty's turn. Yeah.
So I'm trying to picture any Coyotes line with Shane Doan, and it's not coming to me.
It's just
Here, I
Shane Doan.
know, right?
Every one of those lines was just Shane Doan.
Right?
Shane Doan. Doan Shane.
It was
Who
the
was
only team in the history of the NHL where they played a
You know,
1-4.
We're talking, about
Shane Schmo.
we're talking about Chicago depth scoring. Now we're trying to figure out
Now
primary
we're-
scoring for the Coyotes.
Oh my
Um,
God. Yeah.
And somehow this was a series, at least through the first
So,
3
yeah,
games.
somehow they made a playoffs.
Well, yeah. Well, that's because Mike Smith played out of his mind that year. Mike Smith carried them into the playoffs that year.
I might shit myself. Motherfucker. This is probably for the Blackhawks. Andrew Shaw.
Ooh.
Andrew Shaw is not on the board.
Okay, Mark.
Mark.
I think he might have pitched for the Orioles in 1989, or someone of his namesake. I'm gonna go with Michael Bodker.
He's on the board.
Oh, nice.
He had a goal and an assist.
Good
that
work,
night.
sir.
Wow.
Goal and an assist. He actually scored in the first overtime period to give the Coyotes the win.
I got
Okay.
one.
Okay, I'm gonna stay with Chicago. I think I'm too early with this guy though. Tuvo Teravainen.
Yes, he's not here.
Okay.
I don't even think he
Scotty.
played for either of those teams, but I really got sparked by this. Keith Ballard?
Oh. I'm thinking he would have been with
No,
His name's Jeff Ballard, not Jeff.
this was Poland.
No, I said Boland.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Mike Bodka.
Mike Bodka.
Bad guy.
Oh,
All right,
God, there's another center that played for the Coyotes that they gave way too long a leash to before they got rid of him. I think he had 3 names too. I mean, like one name, but his last name was two names. I can't remember what it
You know,
was.
sad I can't even think of their draft choices in this time period.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the young guys that came on. Well, we got Ekman Larson.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got him.
Yeah,
I have one.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, no, slipped my mind. There was, so I was gonna name another goalie, but we already got all the goalies that played in the game, so I'm gonna skip. I got
Okay.
All right.
We don't have anybody on the chat tonight. by the
Now,
way.
yeah.
Oh, damn.
Now that you got talking about Coyotes, was Hansel still on the team then?
Ah, you motherfucker.
No.
Oh,
I was
He
sure
wasn't?
of it.
Martin
He wasn't?
Hansel?
No.
Hansel wasn't on the team. Martin
No.
Hansel.
But he's so
Okay.
hot right now.
If it starts with an H, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's a
Well,
silent
he was
G.
hurt a lot too. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This is probably way
not
too
on my
late.
list.
I'm pretty sure he played with the Rangers, but Derek Morris.
Ooh.
Derek Morris is on the board.
Nice one,
Get you
Scotty.
some.
Nice.
That
By the
was a
way,
good.
I'm completely out. I struggle for Derek Morris. I'm done.
Marcus
Oh.
Early.
I feel like there's another Blackhawks defenseman we should be getting here.
There is.
And I'm thinking of God.
He wasn't on this team.
Brian Campbell.
Ah, soups.
He's not on this team either.
Oh,
he's
no, he was
not-
in that Panthers game.
Yeah. He's not. He was probably in the Panthers game.
That's true. All right, I'm out then.
What I should have done is we should have made this a whole hour, and I could have given you all 3 games and just gone
Just
between
let us
all
go.
3 of them.
Yeah.
We should have given you 6 teams, 8 goalies. Go.
Yeah. I'm gonna tap. I'm.
All right. Well, the Phoenix Coyotes, like I mentioned earlier, they won 3-2 in overtime
Jesus.
in this game. They took a 2-1, 2 games to 1 lead on the
Get the
Blackhawks
fuck out of here.
after the end of this game.
No, that's right. They went to the conference final that year.
I was
That's
gonna say,
right.
didn't they beat the Blackhawks?
Yeah, they did. They did.
On
It was
the
100%, that's right.
Phoenix Coyotes, we have everybody's lovable Hershey Bear, Adrian O'Coin,
Wow. Yeah.
Biz Nasty 2.0, Paul Bissonnette,
Oh.
Michael Bodker, a great dish, Gilbert Brule,
Oh, Gilbert Brule.
Gilbert Brule.
Kyle Chip and Chase Chura,
Jesus, Chip Chura.
Shane Doan, Oliver Ekman Larson, greatest NASCAR driver in the league, Boyd Gordon,
Fuck.
Rostislav Klesla,
Oh.
Go
which I-
Rusty.
which I thought you were going for after the Milan Hajduk drop.
Right.
I was like, that's aggressive. Damon Lankow,
Oh, he was still
I forgot he
playing.
went back there.
Derek
Yeah.
Morris, Tyler Pyatt,
Oh.
Michael Roosevelt, Rafi Torres,
Wow.
Antoine Vermette.
Antoine Vermette.
Another one of those
right.
guys that played
Got him
for a
at the
lot of
deadline.
people. a lot
He's
of
the guy that I
Yes.
always say when I mean the other guy that played for the Senators.
The other
Um,
face-off specialist.
Radom Verbata, Ray Whitney, and everyone's lovable Keith Yandel.
Oh, that's right.
How the fuck did they get to the
Yandel.
conference final?
Right.
I know. Again,
Well,
Mike Smith
it's
played out
Mike
of his
Smith.
mind in that series.
Mike
in that
Smith, 2
playoff.
goals against, 38 shots, 35 saves, .946. He had 73 minutes and 15
I don't think that
seconds on
math
ice.
adds up.
Mm.
38 shots, 35
If they
saves.
won,
and
if they won 3-2,
37
There you
shots.
go.
against
37.
That's
Right.
more like it.
There it is.
There we go.
That's
There we go.
math.
Still.
All right. Who's the Blackhawks?
Blackhawks, Brian Bickle, Dave Bolin, Brandon Bowling,
Oh, bowling.
Andrew Brunette,
Wow.
Michael Frolik,
Mm.
Nicholas Halmerson, Marion Hossa, Patrick Kane, Duncan Keith, Marcus Kruger,
Ooh, I forgot about him.
Nick Leddy, Jamal
Right.
Bayers.
Yeah, Jamal.
Everybody's, I believe, played for the Capitals at some point. Johnny Oduya.
He was
Oh,
drafted by the Caps.
oh my lord! How do we forget Johnny Oduya?
Dylan Olsen. He was in your picture, right, Mark? The
Yeah.
1919.
Dylan Olsen is up there. Yes.
Brent Seabrook, Patrick Sharp, Victor Stahlberg, and Jonathan Taves with Corey Crawford.
Wowzers!
All right. So the 4 goalies.
So that was fun. So I'll grab that real quick because I deleted it. Real quick, because we're already like 84 minutes.
By the
over.
way, Mark, great pull on the Johnny Oduya drafted by the Caps.
Yeah. I
So
remember.
there were 4 goalies that played in the Devils and Panthers game.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
This is 2012 too.
Mhm.
Scott Clemenson.
Boyd.
Yeah, you go, Lyle.
Oh, I was going to say Martin Brodeur.
Boyd.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
going to.
Okay, that takes care of the
Two
Devils.
easy ones out of the
Scott-
way.
Nope. Scott Clemenson got the win for the Florida Panthers.
That's right. He did play for the Panthers.
And Martin Brodeur got a no decision for the Devils.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
We
Okay.
have one goalie from each team
Okay.
remaining.
Wowzers!
All
Okay.
right. Okay.
I didn't want this to take very long. I wanted to throw that out there.
2012. Shit.
Shit.
So who played? Who was the
Boom, boom,
Panthers
boom.
goalie that year? Dear Lord!
I don't know. You guys figured it out. I got mine. I don't care anymore.
All right, well, let's since this is the speed round, Scotty.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck.
After like 5 seconds, do I go dun, 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 and move to the next person?
Yeah, Lyle, go ahead.
And if we just want to stop,
Oh.
I'll give you guys the other two. Dun, dun,
No,
dun.
I want to
I
get this one.
can't think. I can't. No. I can't. Oh! Shit!
Say it,
This
Lyle.
Just say
Jocelyn
it.
Tebow.
No. Alex Aud?
No.
Oh, I was gonna
Let's
say good
just rapid
ball.
fire. If you think of it, just
Yeah,
throw
if
it
you
out
think
there.
about it, just say it. 2012.
Well, I know them, so I can't say it.
Well, of course, you can't say him. Fuck, who's the I'm thinking Panthers because I know it's not Chris Drury. That's a good guess. Corey, no,
but
no,
close to Chris
I was
Drury.
gonna say
Oh.
Kincaid, but he wasn't there yet.
Corey Schwab.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Okay. I
Fine.
screwed up. I know who I meant to say. It wasn't
Say it.
Jocelyn Tebow. It's
Yeah?
Jose Theodore.
Jody
Ah,
Taylor
there it is. Nice.
is
That's
a
the Panthers.
Panthers goalie. He
Yes.
got the no decision that evening. And there's one more remaining.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm done. Who's the-
I can't think. Yeah.
Well, so he was a really good Penguins goalkeeper for a little bit.
Hedberg.
Yes.
oh. I was gonna say Tom Barrasso.
What the hell is he still doing in the league?
Everyone hated him. How did he get a job that late in the year?
God, everybody got a job in Florida that
God,
year.
the Devils' goaltending was old.
That was beautiful. God, that was
Nice.
amazing.
Oh my.
Bravo.
Scott Clemenson. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Nicely
right.
done, Johnny. Nicely done.
Thanks. Thank you, Jamie Moyer.
All right, Lyle, you got it next week. So
Oh, okay. Let
Now
me
you have
make
to
a
top
note.
that.
Let me make a note in my notepad here to come up with some obscure Toronto Blue Jays reference that I can somehow tie into the.
Well, so here's the best part about it, right? I decided, hey, I'm going to look and see when the last time Jamie Moyer won a baseball game. Thank fucking God it was in the
Right.
first month of the season
right.
because there was no other time. I was like, hey, he had to have won in April. Let's hope for the best.
Like honestly, what?
There you
How fucking a curveball pitcher? Jesus.
That was the last time he won, April 17th, 2012.
Okay. There we are.
In May, though, there was a game he played in May, and he became the oldest pitcher to ever get an RBI.
Problem is, he could have done that like a decade earlier. He's the oldest pitcher to get an RBI, surpassing his own mark from the previous season.
On May 16th, 2012, he broke his own winning pitcher record and also set the record for the oldest Major League Baseball player to record a run batted in.
Man, he lasted.
They're not even just pitcher, oldest player. He holds the Major League record for most home runs allowed with 522.
That's incredible.
Played at Coors for so many years. He also played for 35 years, so it'll add up. I think Jamie Moyer was in the league before Wrigley got lights.
Jamie
I wish I was lying.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, he played for the Cubs in '86. They didn't get lights till like '89.
Beautiful.
Jesus Christ.
Jamie Moyer is my hero.
Yeah. August 8th, 1988 was when it got officially turned on at Wrigley Field.
So he had 2 seasons under his belt, or a season and a half under his belt before they got fucking lights. Jesus Christ. All right, Lyle, it's been fun. It's been real fun.
As always, guys.
We'll talk to you next week, and we'll enjoy your good luck. Good luck topping this one.
Oh, I will certainly try.
Right,
I will try
buddy.
my best. Take care, guys.
See ya, buddy. There he goes. Lyle Rich, SpectorsHockey.net, at Spectors Hockey on Twitter. Johnny P, shout-outs.
I'll give a shout out to Jamie Moyer.
Yeah.
I'll give a shout out to the Deaths for giving me dice at their wedding that I could use almost a year later, close to their 1-year anniversary. Yeah. I'll give a shout out to the Black Bears for coming home. Gives me something to do this weekend.
Oh shit.
And shout out to Boxing Day being soon. We're almost at Boxing Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good.
Mark?
Shout out to my Hockey Fights Cancer sweater as well.
Hell yeah, too.
Let's see. Shout out to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was fun. Shout out to I'm not going to be here next week because I'm going to be in Germany again.
Das Boot.
Yeah, so there's that. Although, yeah, I'm going to be asleep when. Although, no,
It's 6 hours.
There might be a chance that I might be able to come on, depending, because I'm supposed to be done working on Wednesday, which means that I fly home Thursday, which means that, I
Probably
could
stay
theoretically
long,
be up in the middle of the night if I wanted to. Yeah,
Reset
I might
the
be
clock.
on. There's a chance I'll be on. We'll see. It won't be from a computer. I'm not bringing a computer, but because I'm only there for a couple days. But might be just briefly from the phone. We'll go with that. So shout out to Germany. If you want a cuckoo clock, authentic, let me know.
Oh God, I'm so glad that you said that. I'm so afraid that could have went some other way.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, I'm done.
Shout out to fantastic eBay finds. Shout out to Amazon stuff. Hey, a new phone. I don't have it yet because FedEx won't let me change my thing to keep it at their facility. So I'm stuck with my old phone for a couple more days until I can go pick it up. Shout out G7. Shout out Caps Paraphernalia, just still rolling in. Shout out Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was fun. Delicious. And shout out Christmas cards. I'm already getting Christmas cards. My one of maybe 3 Christmas cards I'll get all year. Possibly 4. All right. That's it. That's all. For Johnny P. Mark with the C, I'm Scotty Watts. Take care of yourself and someone else has been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com. No, it's not. We don't have that .com anymore.
Yeah, we do.
Do we? Does it still redirect to the old stuff?
No, it goes to the Tumblr.
Oh, okay.
I still
We
haven't
don't
gotten
have that
John to
website.
change it to Facebook.
Of course. Blog Talk Radio /FOHS Radio. Facebook.com/FOHS Radio. Twitter.com/FOHS Radio. Patreon. Thank you guys for signing up to the Patreon. Again, we're working on those shirts. I'm a terrible artist. But you could be like the many people, like like Angela, like Brian, like Chris, like Damon, like Ethan, like Jeff, like Kevin, like Mark, like Matthew, like Mitch, like Sean and Trista. You can all be that, and then you're good to go. That's it. Yeah. Thank you. Patreon.com/Facebook. That's it. We'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.